Hopefully. We certainly are. And you can see us on there.
Seymour here at Hangar 61 in Bristol, the home of the JDC, for week 3 of the JPL, the Junior Power League. I am joined next to me by the CEO of the JDC, Mr. Darren Barson. Darren, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Night 3.
Night 3. And it's already looking pretty tight, isn't it?
Particularly the boys.
Yes.
The girls, there's a bit of a gap at the top and the bottom. But saying that, as these guys will know from watching the last 2 nights that we've done, anything can happen. And you can get a draw as well. So for those that aren't familiar, you get a wins, draws, or you lose your match. League format, basically. Something that you're new to?
Yeah, in this respect, definitely. Yeah, and this place is amazing. My first time here at Hangar 61. What a venue, by the way. Anyone that's not been here, that's not seen the videos, jump on the JDC social media channels. They're all over everywhere. You'll see some more views of this place. There's more tournaments here over the weekend, but it's quite a place, isn't it? I mean, to be the centre of excellence, I guess, for junior darts, it should be, and it really is.
Yeah, I mean, for those that don't know, it's purpose-built. It's purpose-built for darts and production and everything else that comes with the showbiz of darts. But yes, we've got a weekend of darts. So after tonight, we've got the girls' series tomorrow. We've got the advanced tour as well. So these top players are around all weekend. Tonight we're going to have a bit of a quick fire, fast 8 games of darts.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited. So we've had 2 weeks so far. All finishes in August, 22nd, 23rd of August. Down here we'll have the last round played on the Saturday, and then the quarterfinals, semi-finals, final played on the Sunday. So let's have a quick look then at the tables as they stand currently. If we start with the boys' table, we see Archie Self with a perfect record on top.
Yeah, he's doing very well. He's the composite player. I mean, he's played on the JDC circuit for some time. So, and Archie has also won the Advanced Tour before. So he is a top player. But he's got a lot on his heels. Look, I mean, come on, Jack Nankavis. He holds this title.
Yeah, he's reigning and defending champion. He's in second. Baysal behind him. He's won the Winmore World Masters. He's runner-up in the JDC World Championship as well. There is one name on there, Mitchell Lawrie. Two games, 2 draws. The way Mitchell's been playing recently, maybe expect him to have done a little bit better than that, but he's got a tough draw today. Yeah,
but he's also playing against like the top players that we can find. Yep. So, and also, I think when you're playing that type of player, you sort of raise your game, and I think that everybody wants to beat him, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, it's very tight. You've got Turgle there as well, world number 1, he's second bottom. So that's the boys' table. Let's have a look at the table in the girls' JPL. There we are, slightly smaller competition at only 6 girls in this, and Macy Gibbons has got off to an absolute flyer, Darren.
Yeah, can't falter really. She's tearing up the papers, and everybody's talking about Macy Gibbons. However, Rebecca, she's got some pedigree, so she kicks on. We've still got a couple of nights to go here. Kirsten, on a debut, she's holding herself really well here. She's drawn 1, so she's got a point on the board. And then Lola and Lucy with 3 points each. Look, who knows? Yep. We've got plenty to play for here.
Yeah, one to look out for on there is Rook Havad as well, the Welsh girl. She's Abergavenny, I think she's from. She's some players, semi-finalists in the World Championships in Gibraltar. Do not count her out. So let's have a look at the fixtures for this evening's JPL. We begin with the Battle of the Jacks. Nankavis against Johnson. What a way to get the night underway.
Oh, wow. Jack is playing really well. Jack Nankavis, sorry. Jack Johnson needs to get off to a fire. Yes. But to come up against Jack Nankavis, it ain't going to be easy.
No, absolutely. Lola Wheeler, I spoke to earlier on. She's got a tough game there, but she seemed very, very confident when I spoke to her. She's in second place in the league at the moment. Can she make that break and go top?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, with Kirsten, obviously, if it's her first time, she's only played twice. Yep. So maybe a bit of an unknown. Maybe they don't know what she's even more capable of, or what she's achieved already.
Baysal against Owen Bryceland. That's a game I'm looking forward to. Now, I know a bit about these 2 players. Owen we saw in the World Cup. We saw him in the World Championship as well. He's some player. He will push Kaya tonight. He'll push him hard, I think.
I mean, you've got a point with Mitchell.
Yeah.
So he's not fazed by anybody. And this young lad, I saw him a few years back, and he was like 10, and won one of the JDC Foundation tours in Scotland. I mean, 10 years old.
Yeah. Mitchell Lawrie, by the way, Christian Ennis tonight for him. Christian Ennis got here a little bit late. His flight was delayed in from Belfast. Mitchell, of course, has come down from Scotland. That is a battle royale. I mean, that's a proper game of darts, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Christian seems incredibly calm. There's no airs or graces, and he's just really calm and solid player. And Mitchell little bit more expression, as we know. So let's see if Mitchell doesn't get off to a great start. Let's just see how he handles that.
Yeah, it's been very, very interesting. Right, I had better get to the stage out there to introduce our first match. But before we did this, I caught up with both players. Here is what they had to say. Reigning and defending boys JPL champion Jack Nankavis. Jack, having that title, coming here to defend it, does that put pressure on you? Does that give you confidence?
There's no pressure on me. I always will be the first champion of this event, and if I never win it again, I'll never win it again. But no one can take away from me.
Absolutely. And living in Cornwall as you do, you must be happy to come up here and just get out of the rain, aren't you?
Yeah, this year has been awful weather. Storms, wind, rain. Nice to get no wind.
And as I said before, you do come here as champion. The level in this competition just goes up and up, doesn't it? And this season, as much as any, the quality of the players involved, and you come in as champion, you know, what a standard it is.
Yes, it's gone up. When I started 5 or 6 years ago, it was you could get away with a few lucky lower sort of games, but now you've got to go from the start, and you can't stop the whole way through.
And can you do it? Can you defend your title?
Yeah, sitting pretty in second, so who knows?
It's looking good. Good luck this evening, Jack. Thank you. So I've got Jack Johnson here with me. Jack, from Orpington in Kent, quite a journey today, a bit of traffic. How long did it take?
About 4 hours in total.
That's a fair old trip. You're the reigning JDC Vaults champion. That has got to give you confidence coming here to Bristol to partake in the JPL.
Yeah, definitely. But obviously it's a different tournament on a different day, so hopefully I can play well and do well.
And what's the aim? How high can you finish in the league table this season?
I would just like to get through to the finals day. That would be the goal. I got to the quarters last time, so hopefully the semis.
Good luck today. Cheers, Jack. Good evening and a very warm welcome to week 3 of the JPL here at the home of the JDC at Hangar 61 in Bristol. On the stage already, we've got our scorer Woody Wheeler and your referee for the evening, Aaron Mitchell. To get the action underway, we welcome the reigning and defending JPL champion Jack Nankavis and the current JDC Vaults champion Jack Johnson.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to Bristol, the outstanding venue of Hangar 61 and the exceptional talent on stage and awaiting our JPL stars and starlets. Alongside me in the commentary box is Chris Mason, a very warm welcome too.
Evening, pal. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, looking forward to this. I did catch up on week 2.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg is Jack Johnson of Pro First.
10
Game
matches
on.
in the boys JPL so far. 5 of them have been draws. So that shows you
60.
how competitive this year's Power League is going to be.
140.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. And the boys' table taking shape, the girls' table with players listening, catching up on
140.
games. It's going to be a fascinating conclusion to our JPL, but of course week 3, still plenty to play for.
Yeah, certainly is. And lots of action, of course, in between with
26.
the Advanced Tour.
Yeah, fantastic weekend that was following week 2 of the
60.
JPL. 4 different winners from the 4 events.
Love to see that.
Shows the competitive nature, as we say,
59.
the strength in depth.
Yeah, I was just looking over the actual running averages for the entire Advanced Tour.
140.
8 tournaments so far.
8
haven't they?
tournaments so far, yeah.
So Mitchell Lawrie has played
180. Jack, you require 115.
First max, and what a time to get it to leave. Double 18, yeah. He's running average across 34 matches,
43.
88.41.
Jack, you require
And in the
36.
scoring phase, 99.24. No wonder he is the
18.
WDF.
Jack, you require
world number
72.
one. Men's world number 1, by the way.
Yeah, under his own high standards, he said he had an off weekend.
52. Jack, you require 18.
And of course, he has been a record breaker this season, having won 4 advanced
10.
tours. Jack Johnson, by
Jack,
the way,
you require
he's
20.
going along very nicely in the advanced tour, averaging 83.
Game shot and the first leg, Jack
Early break
Nankavis.
from Jumping
Second
Jack.
leg is Jack Nankavis to throw first.
After Jackie Boy misses several darts at a double.
Game
but
on.
one thing we like about our JPL and Advanced Tour stars, it's their bounce back ability, isn't it? The way that they
58.
respond, they don't sulk.
No, I think they learn very quickly now because they're playing so much darts at
180.
such a high level. They realise pretty quickly it's counterproductive.
46.
Highlighted by Jackie Boy there,
Yeah.
misses several darts and kicks off with a 180. Cheers for that, Jackie Boy. Commentators curse, not in action right
100.
as of yet. Yeah, we say the 4 different winners, but the consistency of Jackie Boy, he made 3 finals out of the 4, made
Yeah.
1 quarter final.
Yeah,
95.
he's a superstar in the waiting, isn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. He hasn't won an event yet, but I was speaking to his mum
42.
earlier on,
Jack,
and
you
we're talking
require
about
126.
things that happen rather quick. And so I think with Jackie Boy, I think it's good that it's happening at a gradual pace.
Yeah, I much prefer to see that. I think
94.
when they develop too quickly, they struggle to maintain it because sometimes it can come a little bit too easy with him. He puts in the work.
21. Jack, you require
Thanks for a
32.
13 dart.
Game shot
Oh,
and the
the
second
throw.
leg, Jack Johnston. Third leg is
with the
Jack
wipe
Johnston
indeed,
to
didn't
throw
he?
first. Game on.
My apologies, of course. That was a break back.
140.
We talk about defending champion Jack Nankavis has been struggling on the advanced tour, but when
57.
it comes to the Friday nights, he's looked rather comfortable still, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's just for reference, he's averaging around about 75
15.
and a half for his advanced tour.
It's sitting second in the table, but we know that Jumping
100.
Jack's got a lot of gears to go through on that department, but he's 3 points from 4, which you can't complain about.
No,
180.
Third max of the match.
he is firing them in one in every leg.
59.
Yeah, week 1, of course, Jack Nankavis
98.
won 5-2,
Yeah,
and he had a draw, didn't he, last time out?
46.
Yeah, he played
Jack, you require 60.
former world champion Lex Payhauser in week 1, and he looked comfortable with that. Lex wasn't on his game as such, but he did what he had to do.
Game shot and the third leg, Jack Johnston.
15 dart
Fourth leg
hole
is
following
Jack
the 13 dart
Nankavis
break back,
first.
averaging
Game on.
91 and as you can see on the screen, 91.53.
Yeah, Jackie Boy rapidly turning this match around, hasn't he?
48.
Well, I think he's recognised quite early that Jack's not quite on it. It's tough going on first, of course.
81.
Got to get your preparation right. So far, it looks like
66.
Johnson has done just that.
Yeah, we see Jack in interview Johnson, that is a 4-hour drive from Orpington in Kent. And you're not going to get any further south than where Jack Nankavis is from.
No, he's all the way right deepest Cornwall, isn't he?
The full family's up here this weekend. It's introduced to his mum as well, so hope everyone has a positive weekend from the southern reaches of the country. Because as we say, Jack Nankavis has struggled on the weekend tournaments on the advanced tour. He had 1 win out of 4 events, and that's certainly not the level that we expect from the England international, is it?
No, definitely not.
But it just takes 1 game or 1 leg, maybe, doesn't it, to turn things on its head?
Yeah, it can be literally that, just 1 win or just a really good performance or
Jack, you require
a performance where you sort of come behind to win.
And again, Jackie Boy 148 after 12, so he's
Well, he's bullying him at the moment, isn't he?
60.
Oh, he's got a loose stem there. Give that a little twist. Yeah, he's forcing the errors out of Jack Nankavis at the moment.
13.
He's
Jack
making him
Uruguay, 88.
force things. Sensible thinking
48.
Great
from
ball
JJ.
management.
No need to go for the 20 and then potentially 18 and ball.
45. Jack Uruguay.
I don't think he had
40.
anything other in mind than to keep 3-16 straight there.
Game shot and the fourth leg. Jack
And
Johnson.
breathed space for Jackie Boy, 3-1 advantage.
Fifth leg is Jack
He's
Johnson.
one leg away from a
First.
point and 2
Game
legs away
ball.
from maximum points.
Yeah, I mean, he should really have already guaranteed a point. He had multiple darts in the opening leg, but 3 on the spin since then.
121.
This is very impressive.
And as we say for Jackie Boy, he had an opening week 1 defeat against qualified Christian Ennis, 5-3. And then it was a 4-all draw, a very impressive 4-all draw against Mitchell Lawrie in week 2.
Yeah, it was a tidy little game that. Well, that night, of course, we had
85.
week 2, we had 3 draws, didn't we?
Load of 180s in that one as well.
81.
Yeah, Jack Nankavis is going to have to go some if he's going to get at least a draw out of this one.
121.
Ooh, that's awkward.
60.
Just led across the target. Only 60 in the end, but again, he's forcing the hand of Nankavis to find at least a 2 treble visit.
45. Jack Uruguay.
As we say, the JPL taking shape with the points and leg difference, but at the minute you can see who's second in the table on the advanced tour and who's 38th, can't you?
Yes. Yeah, there you go. He's certainly the young man in form right now of the two.
78.
Treble 14 for double 16. Oh, he finds it beautifully.
Great adjustment that was, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
super recovery dart, wasn't it?
But if you're Jack Nankavis and you've got a 92 go for a break back and being back on throw, from the darts that have been thrown, you'd snap your hand off, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Jack Uruguay, 32.
To guarantee a point.
Game shot and the fifth leg, Jack Johnson.
Point is secured.
Sixth leg is Jack Nankavis to throw first.
1 leg away from going on to, where we had to go on to 3 points, moving up the table swiftly, won't it?
62.
The draws do keep you in contention, but it's nice to get the 2 points on the board, isn't it?
Yes, and it'll be a big jump. It will be briefly in second place in terms of points because there's a whole host of them. Arch yourself on 4.
49.
Baysal, Nankavis, Ennis and Lawrie. Well, no, sorry, Ennis, all on 3 points.
Yeah, and of course when you've got a lot of players round about each other in the table that are going to take points off each other. And Jackie Boy from last year, where he was cut adrift with some defeats early doors,
Yeah.
a win here will be in a much pleasing position won in 2026 table.
Yes, and going forward, you look at the table with encouragement. Well, this won't bother Jack Johnson too much. It's on the throw of Nankavis. That's a long way off the target.
And if you're Jack Nankavis, I remember week 1 of our inaugural JPL where he was 4-1 down against Archie Self and 3 legs in about 2 minutes and
Yes.
salvaged the draw. So, you know, experience counts, doesn't it, as well? So he won't give up.
Yeah, when you've been there and done it,
58.
you feel like you can do it again.
And as we talk about Jack Nankavis being at the bottom reaches of the country, I just get a feeling that he's struggling for competitive action right now.
21.
Yeah, that could be an issue. And the problem is, if it's only sort of senior darts you can get involved in, there's plenty of very good players down that part of the world.
57.
So to reduce the arrears,
Jack Uruguay, 20. Game
brilliant
shot
switch
and
again,
fifth leg, Jack
this time from Jack Nankavis. And a pressure double 5 under the circumstances. His opponent is renowned for 3-figure checkouts, and the 1-2-7 when you 4-1 up would have been an eye-opener, but closed the door on that leg nicely, didn't he?
Yeah, it's just down to Johnson here just to serve it out. I don't mind this change attack from Nankavis down on the 19s. If you're not feeling it up there and you're not confident, You know, it's not in the rules that you have to throw treble 20s.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Jack Nankavis have so many stray darts in the 5, but like I say, with his repetition and you know, the pace that he throws at, I think match practice will certainly get him back on point with that.
Listen, some players are just, especially the quick players more so, they're first dart merchants. The first dart has to be in or close.
46.
And that's why. Exasperated. He will be if he's watching this.
85.
Yeah, just feel a treble to visit down. I'll just see Jackie Boy to a double opportunity first, don't you?
Yeah, sure do.
99.
There we go, again another treble. And a 6 visit, hold a throw, do himself nicely here, won't it?
41. Jack, you require
So for his
80.
first win in this year's JPL, has had a draw. This is for the win.
Game, shot.
Takes it out nicely, doesn't he? A tidy 80 checkout and an 18 dart holder throw. Jackie Boy, Jack Johnson, our first winner, a 5-2 win over Jack Nankavis. Stay tuned, folks. We've got our second match coming up. It's Archie South against Lex Payhauser after this short break.
2 shoes, same throw, completely different results. Why darts with everyday shoes? When there are special shoes for your sport, with the wrong shoe, you fight against your own stance. The everyday shoe gives way. The triple 20 remains stable. No tipping, no readjustment. Full focus. With triple 20, there is no need for your head to compensate for your stance. You stand securely and can concentrate fully on your throw. Your stance becomes routine, and your throw becomes consistent. The triple 20 darts shoe is the first shoe developed for precision when standing. Flat sole, no tipping, full control. No matter how you stand when throwing the dart, the specially developed leading edges allow you to align every single throw with millimeter precision. More consistency, more control, more triple 20. Discover now, triple 20, your foundation for precision.
There you go then, for the Jacks. Jack Johnson takes his first win of the JPL this year. Some good darts there, lots of maximums, get the night going. Right, so match 1 gone. Match 2. Now this is the player in form now, Archie South, who tops our league at the minute, against our former world champion Lex Payhauser, and we caught up with both players before we started.
Here with Archie Self, the current league leader in the boys JPL. What confidence does that give you, Archie?
Oh, loads. I mean, darts just flying well at the moment, and I'm very happy to keep playing.
And it's competitive, isn't it? I mean, you look at that league table, you've got the best young male darts players in the world in that. You're currently top of the league, but it's some competition, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. I mean, every game you play in this, it's going to be hard. There's no easy game whatsoever, and I just love they're just going well, and hopefully they go well again tonight.
And can you stay there? That's the question. It's only week 3. Can you stay there at the end of the season?
Hopefully. I mean, as long as they keep going the way they are, hopefully I should stay top.
Fantastic. Best of luck, Archie. Thank you. I've got Lex Payhauser here, the former JDC world champion here at the JPL. First of all, you've had quite a trip. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we go by train here. So I think it's like a 7-hour journey, so it's quite long. But you know, we've did it last year, and I think we've got used to it a bit, so it's fine. Yeah.
So Antwerp to Bristol to come here playing the JPL. You are the former JDC world champion. The level in this competition just goes up and up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. You know, we have like such so many top players, and I feel like I might be the worst at the moment. I'm just not playing my game. But you know, we work hard for it and we practice a lot, and we'll get back on track. Yeah.
And it's a long season, isn't it? You know, we don't finish this until August, the end of August. Can you turn things around and get up there by then?
Well, I think so. Yeah, if we just keep on practicing, keep on working hard, then I know what I'm capable of. So I'll definitely try and get some wins in, and then just try to get the knockouts, and then from knockouts on, we'll see what happens.
Fantastic. Good luck this evening, Lex. Thank you. Cheers. And now the action continues here in Bristol as we welcome our next two players. Firstly, the current league leader in the boys JPL, Archie Self, and the former JDC world champion, Lex Payhauser.
Welcome back to the action, folks. And we've got Archie Self, table-topping Archie Self, who takes on rock-bottom Lex Payhauser. He certainly won't be wanting to hang around at the bottom for very long, so a fascinating match, Chris, in prospect.
Yes, certainly is, and well, Archie's looked very, very comfortable so far. The only unbeaten player, of course, there is players that, or sorry, should I say the only player to have won both of their matches. We do have a couple of other unbeaten players in Mitchell and Owen, but they were 2 draws apiece. Just touching on that very good performance from Jack Johnson. Johnny Stefano has been in touch just to let us know that Jack won the 1001 Super League. It used to be called the De Oliver. I actually won that probably 20 plus years ago, so that takes some doing. And that's, again, that's in a man's league, and it's tough.
59.
Yeah, he's certainly putting the mileage in, shall we say, around the country, isn't he, in seniors and junior darts, and it's certainly paying off.
That's probably why he's making those steady improvements, but this is an improvement for Lex.
56.
Yeah, it certainly is, and when you're bottom of the table, you're lacking in confidence to get the early leg on board, whether you're holding the throw or against the throw. It's a big leg for Lex, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, and that's what it's all about. It's about for him, it is building confidence and building it in a way that he can retain the information of what was. Sometimes you just don't know what you're doing wrong.
Yeah, like I say, form is temporary, as they say, in class is permanent, and to win the JDC World Championships, a 13-year-old on the Ali Pali stage in the way he did,
60.
And then to win 4 Advanced Tour titles on his maiden year, he's just got to ride the storm, hasn't he?
Yeah, and that's all you can do. You just got to play yourself through it.
And you do tend to find that everyone plays exceptionally well against you or carries a bit of luck against you when you're in that kind of dip, don't you?
Yeah, when you are struggling. You got 60 left, Lex.
101.
Very tidy start to the match.
As we mentioned, Archie with a brace of 5-3 victories to have him top of the table on 4 points.
Lex, you require 40.
And like Jackie Boy, as we see this double top attempt, first dart goes in, a nice 16 dart holder throw.
Second leg is Archie to throw first.
Good Lex. Become the first player to beat Archie in this year's Junior Power League.
Yeah, we said in the JPL when we had 32 players, and on the evidence that I've seen of this year with 64 players on the Advanced Tour, the player who's 32nd, the player who's first and second, there's been a few tight 4-3s, so it makes no difference in the JPL if the player who's bottom can be the player who's top.
Yeah, I mean, there's, when you look down, there's sort of 8 points in terms of 3-dart averages covering statistically the current best player in Mitchell Lawrie to Ben Townley, who's in 10th spot. There's a gap of 8, which is huge.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend. First of all, to see if Mitchell Lawrie can get his first win on the board. But certainly Christy and Ennis will have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, sure will. Well, this is another bright start to the leg from Lex. 170 after just 9 darts.
133.
And you see the body language of Lex Payhauser, you know, it looks a lot more relaxed, Lex, this week. So certainly evident in his darts early, isn't it?
Yeah, there's...
54.
He's literally just sort of trying to get on with it. Well, that leaves 110. Oh, the 60 would have left in the ball, and that was a lovely looking marker for him, or guide.
Check 55. Lex, you require 116.
So 419s perhaps, or is he eyeballing the treble 20? It's a nice marker. 218s.
Lovely.
Beautiful check out.
Beautifully done.
Doubles his advantage in style.
Game on.
Well, it just looked inviting after dart 1, didn't it? Of course, he would have loved to have seen the first dart go in there, but again, that indicates to me it's a player who's put in lots of hours just to have that feel and touch.
Yeah, one thing's to have the marker, but to use it and then follow it up with a nice double 18 in the middle of the bed. It's easy watching from here, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, everything about that was nicely done from Lex.
42.
And we say the pressure will be off Lex in somewhat the fact that he's bottom of the table and he's playing a player that's like Jackie Boy. Archie Self's travelling the miles. He's putting in the hard yardage in tournaments all around the country. He's done very well in the Modus as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
59.
And Archie, who had 103 average in week 1, didn't he?
Yes, that's the highest one we've seen so far, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't think that'll last.
Absolutely not. Last round of fixtures, week 2 with Nico. We had 7 perfect darts from Turgle.
Yep.
6 from Archie. 3 attempts at the 9 dart. Will we see one tonight, Chris?
Lex, you require 164.
Well, didn't Mitchell go 6 in the opening night? He did, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Of course, that weekend he hit a 9 darter on the floor.
Yep.
Just breaking records all left, right, and centre is Mitchell, isn't he?
Well, it won't be his last, that's for sure.
Absolutely not.
Lex, you require 106.
He has that insane scoring power, hence why he's got such a... When I look at his statistics from that advanced tour, he's just shy of a ton in the scoring phase of matches.
Archie, you require 130.
And bear in mind that 4 of them tournaments he's won, so he's played a
lot of matches. Oh, just misses the ball
Lex, you
for the 130. This is big for 3-0. Treble 17. Okay, 50 left.
No score. Archie, you require 36.
An instant break back. Archie Self.
Game
Same
shot
target as the winning leg in
Archie
leg number
Self.
2. And we're back on throw everybody. Archie Self. Missed the
Game
ball but
on.
recovered well. How will Lex respond?
Yeah, be kicking himself there. Shouldn't be anywhere near that treble.
100.
Should have been a nice, safe, wide dart.
And Archie's very much a confidence man, isn't he? So he'll feed off that.
Well, he'll feel more so that he's in the game now. He's in the match. When you're in a game and you're yet to get a leg on the board, it just feels like you're a spectator.
This is a huge improvement for Lex Payhauser in terms of his average.
Yes.
Running it over the 80 mark, and was meat and drink for him to do that in 2025. But first signs of real improvement, which I'm pleased to see.
57.
Had 1 win on the tour over the course of the weekend
95.
during week 2.
Well, he's only won 9 matches, or he's only played 9 matches, but his average is down at 67.5, and this is like you say, this is a huge improvement. And no matter what happens in this particular match, he can just take so much from that. It'll give him so much belief back.
Yeah, like Jack Nankavis and Lex Payhauser, I'm looking for a big run at some point over the course of this weekend from them.
24.
Double 11.
Game shot.
Beautifully done.
116 in his second leg, one. Followed up with a beautiful 1-2-4.
Game on.
3 breaks a throw in a row.
59.
15 darter that was, wasn't it?
Outstanding.
Still maintaining mid-80s average. Remember, he's down at 67 on the advanced tour at the moment. That's how much he has been struggling.
Yeah, 4th highest Belgian out of the the ones travelling over, and no one would have thought that, would they?
No.
But again, it's early doors. It's still 12 events to go.
140.
We seem to remember Archie Selford was struggling on the advanced tour, but picking up wins on the JPL. So he came good towards the back end of the advanced tour, but this year he's just hit the ground running on every department, whether it be the JPL advanced tour or all the other senior events that he's been entering in throughout the country.
Yeah, I think he's learned, like I say, learned so much from Modus.
Yeah, it's a real scrap and battle, isn't it? And you need that sort of resilience, don't you?
Yeah, it's just that state. Well, you know, I mean, I know this is only a very low stage, very much like Modus's is, but it's just putting you under the lights, being comfortable in that environment, and I think that's why he's enjoying this so much, because it just feels comfortable for him.
100. Archie required 24.
He forgets that the cameras are there, where that's half the battle.
12.
A time on his side with his opponent back on 205, but it'd be nice to polish off a 5-visit leg winner.
Yeah, just want to do it fuss free. Doesn't want to start getting involved with double 3. And then, of course, the dreaded one at double 1, but that matters not. 17 dart break of throw. That's 4 breaks of throw on the spin, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 hold, and then 4 breaks.
60.
Double 6 like double 10, an extension of the arm for a lefty.
Yep.
58.
Archie, who was our last winner on the advanced tour prior to going home after a brilliant weekend. Won event number 8 in style. Big Kaya Baysal in the final. Kaya,
he's in fine form, isn't he?
Yeah, Kaya's playing tremendously well. We'll see him in the upcoming match. Got our first girls match upcoming next.
59.
And then it's Kaya against Owen Baysal. Fascinating match here in game number 2. As we say, 4 consecutive breaks of throw. When you're struggling for confidence, you just want to hold a throw after going 3-1, don't you? But Archie quickly responded well, as Jackie Boy did after losing that opening leg of the match.
133.
Talk about the mental strength and how quickly they can turn a negative into a positive.
92.
More evidence from Archie Self there. Time on his side again, but he's making almost our 3rd ton topper of the match.
Yeah, just on the top wire. But again, no real damage done, but there will be pressure.
125.
Could have been more pressure.
Archie required 40.
Slightly snatched final dart.
Game shot and set leg.
Middle of the double top nicely, so we've got a level game, a 3-all. Remember, it's a best of 8 legs. So will we see our first draw of the night? Or is someone going to take the winning 2 legs remaining?
Well, Archie's got the momentum. He's won 3 of the last 4.
140.
He'll fancy the job from here, I would have thought.
Yes, when we say when people are struggling for confidence,
97.
wins come harder to come by, don't they?
Yeah.
And Archie certainly wrestled the advantage of throw already in that ton there.
Yeah, confirms it. He's just starting to fall in on his shots a little bit, which is
41.
down to being pushed by his opponent. He's just starting to turn the screw.
60.
He's relied on two absolutely monstrous checkouts, hasn't he, on the 116 and the 124. Or this scoreline, this game could have been over, perhaps.
Yeah, and this is how good those legs were. They were both done in 15 darts.
93.
Lovely final dart. Cover on the 18s takes him down to 108. To guarantee at least a point, and this will feel big for him. Remember, he was 3-1 down against a Lex who was averaging. Ooh,
didn't want that.
Who was averaging sort of mid to late 80s, wasn't he?
Yeah, timing his kick to perfection, but he didn't want that double 19, did he?
Score.
And he's bust.
Lex, you require 164.
Is that a twist in this one?
Well, Lex will have been disappointed busting that 67, but you've got to be extremely disappointed for...
Yeah, he'd be raging. Should go bull here.
40.
He's been let off slightly as Archie, hasn't he? So for 3 legs on the spin, he'll attempt 108 again. Went a different route. Brilliant. Archie Self, take a bow.
Brilliant.
Third ton topper, and a smile from his opponent, Lex Payhauser. The game played in tremendously good heart.
Well, I like that. It was reactive thinking. He sort of realised the dangers of doing exactly what he did before.
Yeah, we talk about muscle memory, but we didn't want to... That was good ball management, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, he just took that negative feeling out of the equation, because he would have been twitching.
Especially with Lex not thinking about the bullseye to leave a 2-dart check-out coming up, so the pressure wasn't on as such, but he still had to do the work, didn't he? Did Archie.
140.
Just as we think that it could be going for a third consecutive 5-3 for Archie Self, Lex Payhauser has other ideas.
Yeah, looking good. Although that's outstanding. The 134 takes him down to 213.
Yeah, we say that's a lovely marker in his 116, but that's brilliant.
140.
2 treble visit there with a lovely mark with the first dart. As Lex goes in pursuit of his first point of the tournament in our JPL second edition.
Well, he's just seen him take out 108. He won't want to be giving him a go at 114.
Sloppy from Lex, isn't it?
24.
Yeah.
Archie, you require
Our
114.
fourth ton topper of the match. It'll be 2 each if he's to secure this. Still a chance. Not now, so Lex will be back for 72 and to secure the point. And yet another draw, Chris, perhaps.
98.
Well, good recovery in the end.
72.
16 through, perhaps, or...
Yeah, should be. Oh, it's 17 ball. Sorry, 15 ball, wasn't it?
And 4 last dart, so Archie Self for a tray of 5 threes.
Game, shot,
Never in doubt.
and the match.
Punishes Lex Payhauser, and it's Archie Self. Table topping Archie Self. Maximum points, 3 on the spin for him. A 5-3 win over Lex Payhauser. Stay with us, folks, for our first girls match, which is coming right up. It's Kirsten Kasley taking on Lola Wheeler.
I think they call that cemented, don't they? God, blimey. So 3-1 down, wins the match. So Archie South going on strong there in match 2. Windy out there, storm coming, so get yourselves comfy. Thank you to all those viewing. There's thousands of you tonight, so we're really, really pleased, and thank you so much for your support. Should we get the girls on? You can probably see them behind me. Kasley versus Wheeler. We had a quick chat before we started.
I'm here with Kirsten Kasley ahead of this evening's JPL matches. Kirsten, first season in the JPL, you're playing with the best girl players in the world. How does that feel?
It feels quite good because I never thought I would get to something like this.
And being from Neath, Bristol isn't too far for you to travel either. It's almost a home fixture, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite close. This is about an hour drive, so it's quite close.
And it is your first season, your debut in the JPL. Have you set yourselves any targets, any goals for the season?
Just try and play like I can, get my confidence up. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, good luck this evening. Thank you. Here with Lola Wheeler ahead of her fixture this evening in the JPL. Lola, first season in the JPL. You're currently second in the table. You must be feeling great.
Yeah, I am. I love playing on stage in front of everyone, so it's just great experience, everything, so yeah.
And you've got the best girls pretty much in the world or in the country here playing. That's good experience for you, isn't it, as you look to progress your darts career?
Yeah, definitely. Players like Macy, Lucy, Rebecca, they're all good players. You don't know how it's going to go on the day. Obviously, last week I got a 4-1 win over Rebecca, which I was really happy about. So, yeah, I'm quite confident.
And what's the aim? Can you win it this year?
Hopefully. I'm aiming to, but there's a couple tough games coming up, so just see what happens.
Fantastic. Good luck this evening.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lola. And now our first fixture of the evening in the girls' JPL. We begin with a player in her debut Junior Power League season, Kirsten Kasley, against a player currently sitting second in the JPL league table, Lola Wheeler.
Welcome back, folks. Two snazzy jerseys on display. Chris, do you have any of your old ones? Have you got any new ones?
No, I don't. When I finished up playing in the seniors, that was it. I've got one which I'll probably end up framing for the pub, but that's about it. Yeah, never something I really sort of kept or collect. I wish I had. Well, a few of them I wish I had done, but yeah, most of them got given to charities over the years. Or
I remember when you used to see a player in a tournament locally, if they had a dart shirt on, they had a target on their head, didn't they?
Yep.
But it's refreshing to see. I think a lot of the youngsters that are getting involved now, and even some of the adults, they're getting their own shirts designed and they're playing at the local vaults. And
well, it's so much easier now. You can just, there's so many great companies out there that you just sort of give them an idea, they'll come up with an AI design, and away you go. It gets printed off.
Yeah, I think Josh Richardson does a lot of his stuff, and I know playing up in the NAC Premier League up in County Down, Brian Scollin's another good one. So our first look at the girls' event, and our qualifier, Kirsten Kasley, the Welsh starlet, taking on Lola Wheeler, who's been very impressive, Chris.
Yeah, Kirsten had a draw, didn't she, was it week 1?
Yeah, Lucy Shepard was the first match. That was first match of the whole JPL.
Yes, 3-3.
59. It was a nervy opener, wasn't it? But towards the back end of the match, both players relaxed and we saw the best of them.
Agreed.
It was the same for Lola as well. Lola took a few legs just to find her feet, but when she did, she came back from 3-0 against Yaz and got a 3-all draw with a lovely 110 checkout, 180 in the last leg.
All the girls will be in action over the weekend, of course, won't they?
Yeah, the girls' series is fascinating how it's Macy Gibbons who's 3 wins out of 3.
28.
Table topping in the JPL girls, so She's there to be shot at, but she's doing tremendously well, and the averages are outstanding.
Yeah, she has found something this year, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's making 75, 80 averages look very mediocre, as if there's plenty more to come.
You'd be happy with that, wouldn't you, pal?
Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, I'm swimming along at my 60s at the minute. Need a bit of match sharpness. Moving swiftly on. Yeah, with Kirsten, in her second match when she was, as we say, Macy Gibbons has beaten everyone quite comfortable at the minute, but a 4-1 defeat against Macy. But what I took from her match in terms of her personal performance, Kirsten just didn't flack her in terms of her action. She didn't force anything. She was well within herself. So I did speak with her on the Saturday regarding that, and so I think it's a positive that she stayed within herself.
Yeah, listen, sometimes you run into player on form, and it is what it is.
And we know, like say, we talk about Jack Nankavis, was forcing a little bit, but Kirsten, just like you say,
yeah, that's good.
But Lola certainly carries the momentum.
71. Kirsten, you require 120.
She blew Becca Allen away in the opening match.
Yeah, last week, yes. Yeah, 4-1, wasn't it? It was
Lola, you require 79.
It was a bit of a storming performance.
Yeah, I don't think many have expected it, but Lola's certainly making strides. Fourth in the girls'
Kirsten, you require
series.
60.
Kirsten down in 16th, but I think there's certainly that'll be on the rise.
Game shot on the first leg.
Opening
Kirsten
hole throw
Kasley.
from Kirsten Kasley.
Second leg is Lola to throw first. Game on.
And if you're still in search of your first win, like you say, 1 draw, 1 defeat, but to take the opening leg, that's all you can ask for, isn't it? The shorter format for the girls, it's a best of 6.
55.
So 3 all draw is possible.
Yeah, and a win here for Lola. And if Macy doesn't win, then she could find herself top.
Yeah, with sister Lily being in the tournament last year as a qualifier, Lola, I think towards the second half of the girls' series and looking at her performances and her results, it was gradual improvement, and it's just continued into 2026. It's been fantastic to watch our improvement and our development. That's what, of course, what the JDC offers is in abundance.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's the evolution and development of young players.
Of course.
No more so than the current man in Luke Littler.
Yeah, of course.
Although they got their knickers in a twist with him last night, didn't they? Oh, bless them.
When you look at performances and records, it just shows you how well Mitchell Lawrie's done by winning 4 tournaments off the spin with the advanced tour, because the great Luke Littler couldn't even do that.
Correct. Recovery. Lovely upright throw of Kirsten.
Yeah, and her facial expression's very focused on the board, isn't she? She doesn't respond to what her opponent gets, or doesn't respond to where her first dart goes.
Yeah, she does it right. She just cares about what she's doing. Can't control what they do.
If I take a leaf out of Kirsten's book, my averages might increase slightly above the 60s.
49.
Good thinking. Not trying to do anything too creative. Just leaving the double 16.
41. Lola, you require 32.
Plenty of time on her side, but this is a solid leg from Lola.
8.
With the girls' matches, like you see, you can see one of these legs turn around on its head rather quick, so
135.
she'll certainly want to get the job done here. Especially with a 2 treble visit from opponent, like we say.
10.
And that may have just
Kirsten, you require 109.
created a bit of anxiety. Treble 19. Oh, would have left double 16. Good effort.
That would have been a brilliant...
I think Lola thought it might have been in.
That would have been a brilliant six
Game
dart,
shot
wouldn't
and
it?
the second leg,
But
Lola
the door is
Wheeler.
firmly shut. Lola
First
takes
leg
the
is
leg.
Kirsten who broke first. Game on.
244 with 6 darts from Kirsten with the opportunity there, but Lola with a tricky double 7. We're back level. Well, we're still on throw. 2 holes of throw. As we mentioned, Kirsten, or we mentioned various countries, and Lex was 4th on the advanced tour of the Belgians, and Kirsten's currently 3rd out of the girls. She's 16th at the minute, as we say. I can see that going up and up. But we've got
58.
Miley Morgan, who's 8th, and Yasmin Rook Havad, who we'll see later on. She's 5th.
100.
So a couple of consistent Welsh players to aim at ahead of us.
Always good to see the young Welsh players involved. They've got an amazing history in our sport, of course. First ever world champion was a Welshman in Leighton Rees.
43.
Yeah, whenever there was England and Wales and England and Scotland, there was
Oh,
always big rivalry.
great
wasn't there?
rivalry.
25.
Imagine the atmospheres back at the stage back then.
95.
And this match is hotting up in terms of scoring power.
78.
Every time I sort of see Lola in this environment, she just looks like she's getting more and more comfortable.
125.
Flashed at that one.
Yeah, I think she certainly feels that she belongs now amongst the elite of the girls.
115. Lola, you require 93.
Very, very close to the 42 to leave 32. All barring a potential ball finish, Lola will be back. Oh, that's a mistake.
52.
Should be 14
Lola,
ball
you
there.
require 40.
Relying on misses.
Oh, who was right?
Kirsten, you
Me or
require
Kirsten?
32.
I know which route I would have rather gone as well, Chris, but an opportunity for a 3rd consecutive hold. 2-8. Last start in hand. Well, back comes Lola for our first break of the match. Back to double 7. Finds it.
Shot on the 3rd leg, Lola Wheeler.
Race of double 7s, and we do get our first break of the match so far. Lola with the advantage in leg number 4.
Yeah, and a hold here. And she guarantees another point.
47.
Yeah, still unbeaten in the table. 1 leg away from remaining that way.
How brilliant are the 2 young lads as well that are going to referee and mark all night.
41.
Yeah, quality, and Woody, who is brother to Lola, so it's a family affair.
95.
I had Joe in the commentary box during the advanced tour on Sunday. He was enlightening us on how the academy's going. So it's going really well, and he's got a second academy, a girls only one, which is one of the first.
Wow.
So that's another night, and from the development from that, they then go into the
57.
the more sort of advanced
Yes.
academy once they're ready. So it's
Good for him. That's brilliant.
39.
So looking like cementing our advantage following the break. She's a mile ahead.
You just felt the swing in momentum, didn't you?
Yeah, when you think that opportunity to go 2-1 up with the 3 darts at double 16 could be a real pivotal point in this match. And you feel that when she has had her 2 trouble visits, it's to remain in the leg kind of thing for Kirsten. It's to play catch up rather than to take the leg by
over.
Yes, to take the leg by the scruff of the neck. And again, Lola doesn't have to do anything fancy from here, does she? 3 straight darts is adequate for now. Kirsten showing real grit and determination.
Yeah, another
there.
example of that 2 trouble turn, but it's only sort of get a little closer in the leg. Just misses double 16 for the 106.
41.
141 is not on. So double 8 for Lola to guarantee a point.
Yeah, she's had 2 double sevens, so double eight's not too far around the clock, shall we say.
Game shot.
Great adjustment. Breathing space and a point guaranteed for Lola Wheeler. She's 3-1 up and Kirsten's at the board. She needs to win out from here if she's going to get a point. 2 legs remaining, or could it be 1, Chris?
Well, it's a lovely start from Kirsten.
41.
And for the first time, Kirsten with a 2 treble visit to have the advantage in the leg.
41.
She was behind in a match against Lucy Shepard as well and salvaged the point, so fascinating
26.
conclusion to this one. Our opening girls match of the night. We'll have a short break, and remember we've got Baysal coming up against Owen Bryceland. That should be a cracker.
45.
Our second match down the line, we've got Rook Havad against Becca Allen, who's in search of her first win, so that's going to be a fascinating contest, Chris.
Yeah, I don't think I expected to be saying that on night 3 of the girls' JPL.
Our defending champion in the girls' event, Becca Allen.
I thought she was brilliant last year.
60.
Outstanding against
Very much
baseball.
the underdog, wasn't she?
Yeah, but she grew as the series and the JPL
57.
ran its course, didn't she?
Most definitely.
She timed the important wins when it counted.
21.
That's what you got to do, isn't it?
And just as we say, had breathing space early doors in the leg. It's Lola's turn for a 2 treble visit.
Yeah, just to apply a little bit of pressure. 2 lovely darts from Kirsten.
58.
Sensible thinking. Anything could have gone wrong there. Could have had a deflection or a fallout. Made sure on leaving a finish.
You require 156.
Still with the advantage of throw just, but that 1 won't help, and neither will the 3, so
Lola, you require 100.
It's opened the door, that.
a 1-3-3.
60. Kirsten, you require 150.
Again, straight darts from here could be enough. So for back-to-back 4-1 victories in the JPL, Lola Wheeler, will she use the ball? She stays there. Both girls not fancying the ball, Chris.
No. Basically saying, you're not going to get this. I'm going to come back and have 3 at 32. Well, she's right.
19. Lola, you require.
She's fell away slightly as Kirsten, but Lola Wheeler to wrap things up. Awkward.
Very.
Finds it, splits it down the middle, and Lola Wheeler does get back-to-back 4-1 wins in the JPL. She's our first girls winner of the night. Kirsten Kasley will be back, of course, but it's Lola Wheeler who moves top of the table for now in the girls. Stay with us, folks. We've got Baysal and Owen Bryceland coming up after this short break.
Right, stunning performance there by Lola, taken out in match 3. Okay, next up, we've got a Winmore Junior World Master against a debutante in Owen Bryceland. Very definite players, great talent. You can probably see them behind me ready to walk on. So coming up then, Baysal and Owen Bryceland.
The Junior Winmore World Master Baysal has joined me now ahead of his game. Runner-up as well in the JDC World Championships. The standard of junior darts, Kaya, has just gone off the scale, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's definitely off the scale at the minute. Even in the advanced tour, I'm struggling at the minute. It just shows the depth of it, and I back myself to becoming semi-finals, quarterfinals consistently, and sometimes I'm struggling to do that. So yeah, it definitely shows the depth.
You say you're struggling to do that. You are the Winmore Junior World Masters champion, finalist as we saw at Ali Pali in the JDC World Championships. It's not going too badly. I think it's peaks and troughs maybe, but that is all about the standard, and consistency has got to be what you strive for, doesn't it?
Yeah, you could say so. Yeah, I want to be constantly in the quarters and the semis and the latter ends of the competition, but I still like I've got a lot to prove to everyone else, and I've still got a lot to give. I'm just waiting for that one weekend just to shoot myself up at rankings.
The great thing with the JPL is you get that opportunity, don't you? It doesn't finish until August. There's a lot of evenings to play ahead. Can you get there? Can you get to finals day?
I back myself 1,000,000%, and if I don't, I'll be kicking myself.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight, Kaya. Thank you. Here with Owen Bryceland ahead of his game in the JPL this evening. You've had quite a trip down from Cumbernauld. How long did that take you, Owen?
6 hours.
6 hours? And who was driving?
My dad.
Your dad? That's some commitment from your dad. Fair play to him. Your first season in the JPL. How are you finding it so far?
I love it. I really like playing on a Friday night, and then that means I don't need to bring a practice board in my hotel anymore.
That's really handy for you, isn't it? You stay here for the whole weekend for the other tournaments. And obviously Mitchell Lawrie is a good friend of yours up in Scotland, and seeing what he's done, has that inspired you at all?
Yeah, definitely. I really want to try and get to Lakeside now after what he's done.
Fantastic. Well, good luck this evening. Thanks, Owen.
And now the action continues as we welcome our next two players. Firstly, the Winmore Junior World Master, Kaya Baysal, and his opponent in his debut JPL season, Owen Bryceland.
Hot on the heels of Lola Wheeler's 4-1 victory over Kirsten Kasley, we've got our third boys match of the evening, and Chris, this should be a belter between Kaya Baysal and Owen Bryceland, two in-form horses.
Yes, most definitely. Kaya draw in week 1 and a 5-3 win in week 2, so he's going along very nicely.
I think that week 1 performance on your debut against Lewis Cook, who threw everything at him, and of course Lewis has backed that up with the advanced tour performances.
Yeah, and Bryceland, of course, unbeaten. Same as Mitchell Lawrie, played 2, drawn 2.
Yeah, week 1 of the JPL was the Renfrew Derby with Mitchell and Owen, and he took off a nice lead, didn't he, after losing the opening leg?
Yes, Mitchell didn't look as comfortable, but then used all his experience, and in the end, it was him that managed to just about scrape a draw, wasn't it?
It was very impressive from Owen, because, like I say, to lose the opening leg, you could think, oh God, what am I doing here, kind of thing, and he just looked at home and looked full of confidence. And as Kai has mentioned there, he says, the strength and depth of the advanced tour, where he backs himself every tournament to be quarter-finalist, semi-finalist, and he hasn't necessarily done that, but there has been a lot of positives from his advanced tour so far. We mentioned 4th on the tour, so he's not doing too shabby on that front, is he? He's won 1 and he's reached a final in our most recent one against Archie South. He won the very first one.
Kaya is statistically the second best player on the advanced tour behind Mitchell Lawrie, averaging 85.08 so far across 28 matches. I cannot tell you how impressive that is. And he's very much like Mitchell. It's the scoring phase of his game which is so big and impressive.
Yeah, we mentioned Owen and Mitchell being from Renfrew and same academies with Jamie Ward, and they're going to bounce off each other from that sense. But when when they're away, the youngsters, Kaya Baysal and Mitchell Lawrie are inseparable, and I think they both bounce off each other, and it's a positive vibe all the way through.
54.
Well, they'd just be a competitive unit.
Yeah, I think both players tend to are using each other's level of ability right now to bounce off each other. A bit like what we used to see with Wadey and Adrian Lewis back in the day when they were coming through.
20.
Yeah, you always want to find someone like or equal ability or just a little bit better, because that will push, and you have to improve, or you just get fed up with getting beat.
Yeah, when you talk of Phil Taylor and
Adrian Lewis, Andy Hamilton.
On the first leg, Kaya
and
Baysal.
looked an opening
Second leg is
leg
Kaya
hold
the Brook first.
comfortably.
Game
Kaya
ball.
Baysal has had an 18-dart break, so
I'm stunned. Oh, in Bryceland.
from two girls that didn't fancy the bull in our previous match, Kaya's shown them where to go.
Yeah, that's how you take out 86.
42.
Kaya followed up that draw in week 1 as we see a maximum from Owen Bryceland. 12-year-old Chris.
It's incredible, isn't it?
He's reaching finals, he's winning Isle of Man tournaments, and, you know, sort of final of the Scottish Open against Mitchell Lawrie, 3-2 it was in that one.
99.
Yeah, he beat Lex Payhauser in week 2, did Kaya Baysal, so he's very much looking at home, isn't he, in his first JPL experience.
Yeah, there's just everything about him, the fundamentals, the attitude.
59.
And to think that in the Advanced Tour last year, despite his success on the WDF Tour, the senior events, of course he won his tournament, the youngest winner at the time on the Hungarian Classic. He was down at 26 on the Advanced Tour. Incredible to see how that worked out, but most certainly making hay this year.
Owen, you require 121.
Mitchell Lawrie kind of out of sight in terms of being at the top of the minute, but Kia certainly one of the chasing the leading pack. Rolls Royce action.
Yeah, there's a player to look out for tomorrow, young Alfie Moore. I'm sure you've seen bits of him on the Advanced Tour. He won. We did a 12-man league, double in, double out, which is a new one for him in the pub, and he picked up the spoils. Got presented with his £300 for his prize.
Very
300
nice.
quid for a.
How old's Alfie? 15, is he?
14, 15,
14,
yeah.
15.
Plays in our Tuesday night league. Plays Super League for me, and yeah, he's coming on.
Game shot and the
He's
second
chucking
leg.
some good
Owen
averages, isn't
Bryceland.
he?
Yeah, he can play. Well, he's averaging 72, and this is his first taste of the Advanced Tour, so he's still finding his feet.
Like you say, he's been nurtured along in the right company, isn't
Yes, he is, because the wife don't give him too much rope. Let's put it that way. But yeah, his family are just brilliantly supportive of him.
And when you talk about support, like you say,
well, you know,
6-hour drive for Owen this morning. We got down for 11:30 this morning, which was early because obviously with the bank holiday weekend, didn't want to take any chances. But it's nice to be down here, isn't it? And 11:30 is an early start, but
well, he would have had a chance to have a bit of a nap if needed, or probably had a nap in the car.
84.
We don't nap, do we, Chris? We do 10-12 mile jogs.
I ain't got time to sleep.
No time to sleep. Just so much looking forward to the darts. That's what we're doing.
59. Owen, you require 130.
So for back-to-back breaks, will we see our first hold? Judging by the scores in this leg, it should be, shouldn't it?
Well, look at the gap in the averages at the moment. It's huge. Now we're only sort of 3 legs in, but
52.
Need to go for the 20 and ball if he misses the 45 here. If he goes that way. Oh, 57-28.
You can make a case for both, can't you? Because you're that far ahead, you go for it, but at the same time, bit of board management and get the leg done.
I just don't like the breakdown from the 28.
Averaging just shy of 90 as Owen. As we say, a heavy scorer when he gets going and when his doubles click.
Game shot and the
Click
third
there.
leg, Owen Bryceland.
Everything going with the throw so far, isn't it?
Yeah, nice 18 data. We've had 2 breaks in the first 2, haven't we? So it's a
Oh yes, the first hold.
That 18 data on the bull for Kaya. And the 180 in the second leg dominated by Owen, so
59.
Kaya had a leg off there, and that'll suit very much be pleasing for Owen, but Kaya won't want another leg like that one. This game could slip away with it from rather quick. I think he realises that.
139.
Certainly 68 average is not, or 72 as it is now, certainly not Kaya's stamp. To say the nearest player to Mitchell Lawrie in the stats in terms of...
Certainly on the advanced tour.
60.
But Owen in the JPL has been very consistent, hasn't he? He's 2 draws, he's unbeaten, but he could have made a case in both matches that he could have won both, so...
26.
Somebody's undefeated record could go tonight in this one, or will we see it?
Someone's O's got to go.
Yeah. You just know this is going to be 4-all now, don't you?
42.
Kaya is
140.
a distance in front in leg number 4, so after 2 breaks we could have 2 comfortable holds.
Looking like me now, isn't it? Yeah, these double 8. Beautiful darts. Very much like the last leg. The opponent
16.
left a long, long way back.
A very focused look from Kaya. His repetition never changes, does, and that's a sign of consistency, isn't it? When you
Yeah, and no doubt, I'm sure, having a good coach or just generally good natural ability. But you can certainly tell he works hard at his game.
Kaya requires 16.
So second attempt, but of course his opponent still not on a checkout, so...
It's a little awkward. Just changes the angle of entry. And, well, good luck with this one, young man.
Saw Lola Wheeler split them, didn't we? But it's going to take good.
That's the only danger of taking that shot on with your opponent way back.
We know Bryceland can cut that scoreline as he's done so there with a professional ton. So you feel this one's got to go if you're Kaya Baysal?
Not the most convincing single one, but it's in, just.
Got to draw on all his experience here.
1. Owen, you require 72.
Will haunt him if Owen takes out the 72. Dart at tops.
Game shot and
He
the
does
fourth
punish.
leg, Owen Bryceland.
After all them missed doubles, you
Fifth
guarantee
leg
your
is Owen
opponent
to
gets
Rook
down and
first.
hits at first start, don't you, Chris?
Yes, it tends to happen a lot, but it's the psychological damage that does, and of course the timing of it, because a hold here, and he's guaranteed a point.
Yeah, and straight in with a ton as well, Owen. We're talking with Nico out during week 2, and like yourself, he's a connoisseur of actions, and you mentioned Owen's shoulder.
Yes.
And he says
there's a lot of movement.
He says it's probably developed from being very young, where he's had to use his shoulder to get
Being
up to
short.
it. Now he's getting taller. It's just trying to work that out of him gradually.
And it's well, again, this is the beauty of this, because a lot of these young players are YouTube mad. Welcome along to all of our YouTubers. Make sure you do subscribe and give us a like. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for joining us tonight on this bank holiday weekend.
Yeah, they can watch it back and they'll hear us sort of pick up on things, and it's just something that. And Nico's right. When you do watch the real youngsters play, that they have to force it up, so the shoulder has to come into it, and it's just become part of his action. But
140.
I say it's something he has to change, and then it's a 140. Do what you like, young man.
Absolutely. After getting down to a double and hitting the first dart, it's looking like another solid hole to throw, but dare I say that after the last leg?
Well, Kaya's just not been able to recover. He sort of dragged that last leg into this one. 48 left.
Is that in the double? So is it double-double or is it...
Double 8.
89.
Keeping John Molyneux, our cameraman,
on his toes, yeah.
He's doing all the spotting on his own as well.
99.
Man of many talents.
Rather him than me.
Game shot on the fifth leg. Owen Bryceland. Sixth leg is Kaya to throw first. Game on.
If he was a boxer, this is where you bite down on your gum shield.
92.
And he's just got to forget everything that's gone before it and think, right, one leg at a time. Can I win 3 on the spin?
Yeah, and if you Kaya, the beauty of this one is it's only one breaker throw, isn't it? So potentially, even though you're playing a very talented Owen Bryceland, it's one breaker throw, 2 holds.
40. 60.
Bet you're pleased the football's back this weekend, aren't you, pal?
Oh, that international break drags on so much, doesn't it?
81.
Last visit down here was the Tyne and Weir derby.
Yes.
I haven't even looked at the fixtures
I've
yet.
seen the coaches leaving. They took it well.
Yes, it's
always a bit tasty.
The opening weekend we had the Rangers Celtic derby. So
Yep.
I know Fraser Lawrie was certainly on the edge of his seat, as well as Jamie Ward. Connections with Jamie.
100.
Mitchell Lawrie.
Is he a Rangers man?
Yeah, they sit just behind the goal.
Oh.
I was getting the lowdown of their location while the match was in
95. Owen, you require 167.
first half progress.
He'd love a trouble. Gets
100.
one. Big pressure now on this.
108.
Yeah, and after
108.
all the misses with 3 in hand, you just feel a combination like this could just do the trick.
88.
Very good attempt at it from Kaya.
67.
It was thrown at the target because it wasn't high.
Will raise the roof of the Burnley Massive, but chance for all 2 points.
Game
First
shot.
win of the JPL comes in
Owen
week 3 for Owen
Bryceland.
Bryceland. A 5-1 victory, and a very impressive 5-1 victory at that. Over Kaya Baysal. He'll be disappointed, but he'll be back tomorrow for advanced tour action. It's Owen Bryceland who wins 5-1. Stay with us, folks. We've got Lewis Cook taking on Turgle Corelcu coming right up.
There we go then. That was some performance. Congratulations to Owen. Right, just some news. I've been told that we have record entries for the Girls Series tomorrow. So this weekend we've got the Girls Series, which you can watch and on Dark Connect and get all the matches there. And we've got the Advanced Tour as well that's here for another weekend. So great news for the girls' game. And obviously the girls that are playing here are not just doing it for themselves, they're trying to raise the profile for the girls' game. So congratulations to them as well. Okay, let's get on with the next one. We caught up with our current Super 16 champion, Lewis Cook, and our Advanced Tour winner from last year, Turgle.
Here with Lewis Cook ahead of his JPL game this evening. Lewis, back-to-back European champion. You've got to come here from Essex pretty confident.
Yeah, pretty confident. Just hoping I can find the form I've been in recently. Just hopefully get that first one on the board. Should have won, or Kyle the first game, bit hit and miss. Second game missed the data tops to win or draw, but just need to find that win and get points on the board.
So it's just about there. You come up here, you're sniffing a little bit. You've got hay fever. Will that affect your darts?
Soon find out. Probably not though.
Let's hope not. What's the aim for the JPL season for you?
Get into the final stage. Last year I didn't because I lost my last game against Jack Johnson, but this year I'm gunning to get in that because it's my final year, so hopefully I can get into the final stage and hopefully win it, but we'll see what happens.
Great stuff. Lewis, all the best. Very good luck for tonight. Thank you. Here with the current world number one, Turgle, ahead of his JPL fixture this evening. Being world number one, Turgle, you must come here confident.
Yeah, a lot of good players and most difficult, yeah.
And you've mentioned that. You've got the likes of Mitchell, Lawrie, Baysal, Archie Self, currently top of the league. Do you think you can end the season up at the top?
Yeah, I think so.
I love that confidence. Brilliant. Turgle, good luck this evening. Thank you.
Well, the action just keeps on coming here at Hangar 61 in the JPL. It's time now to welcome our next two players. We begin with the back-to-back and reigning European champion, Lewis Cook, and the JDC world number one, Turgle.
Welcome back, everybody. Match 5 of 8 after 4 barnstorming matches so far. Chris, this should be a cracker as well, shouldn't it?
Yes, it should be. Week 1, Turgle went down to Archie Self and then had a draw with Ennis in week 2.
Yeah, he really scrapped for that point in week 2. Looked like he was going to get beat and he dug in deep, which you've got to do is... We know Lewis Cook is very much of the same mineral.
Yes, he's well, we saw that against Baysal, didn't we, in week 1 when he got a 4-all draw. Archie Self just a little bit too good for him in week 2. But a chance to put it right, and Turgle without a win yet's a bit of surprise.
Yeah, there was rumours Turgle wasn't in the best of form coming into the Advanced Tour in the JPL, but he's reached the final on the Advanced Tour, and his average was fairly decent, I think, during week 2, was it?
96.
An improvement on week 1?
Yeah.
We know Lewis Cook from qualifying in our JPL during our inaugural year. He's got some battling qualities where he knows he can, in the head, he can beat anybody on his day, and he's a bit like Archie Self and a bit like Jackie Boy. He's playing a lot of darts right now and he's full of confidence.
Yeah, he's played 24 matches on the
98.
Advanced Tour. Statistically, 6th best player. So if he's out of form, they should be they should be worried when he finds them for him.
Yeah, he's a winner on the tour already, and he's 5th on the Advanced Tour. 9th is Turgle. Of course, our
60.
JDC number 1 is Turgle after pipping Ryan Branley to the post of event 20. Went on a real mission towards the back end there. He was granted, wasn't he?
144. Lewis, you require 100.
Beaten in the semi-final of the JPL. Sorry, the final he got beat. Turgle got beat off Jack Nankavis.
60.
Yes, because
Turgle,
the majority felt like Turgle was going to win that final.
Yeah, it was 2-1 up, I think, and just Jack Nankavis just went on a leg spree, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. He was very
Game
impressive.
shot on the first leg to Turgle.
Turgle with
Second
an
leg
18
is
dart
Turgle
breaker
to
throw.
first. Game on.
And a very competitive opening leg. Sure, we will see many more legs
58.
equal in terms of competitiveness.
Yeah, I sort of had a feeling this one had a draw written all over it.
Yeah, this is the appetizer before the main course, which is, of course, Christian Ennis and Mitchell Lawrie.
135.
Yes, fascinating little tie that.
And that's no disrespect to our two matches that we've had previous, but I think in terms of
140.
the way the draw's worked out, I think this is going to be the two big ones coming up.
96.
And the momentum and the pace of the game, I think Turgle's increased his pace, and I think that's helped him.
Yes, I think it was something that we sort of felt. Certainly last season, he was just a little bit too deliberate sometimes, and that can hamper you. Too much. You don't want to be too fast, but you also don't want to give yourself too much thinking time.
80. Turgle, you require 142.
He's got new darts, so again, that's going to take a bit of bedding in, isn't it? But it seems to be working rather nicely up to now. As Lewis looks for a 5-visit winning leg to break back.
Lewis, you require 60. 40.
So Turgle pipped him to leg 1 and missed darts from Lewis to double his advantage. He wants tops. He's a tops and tens merchant. Takes out double 10. And he's punished Lewis on both occasions.
Yeah, week 1, in defeat, Turgle, of course, faced Arch yourself, who had that wonderful 103.78, but he averaged just shy of 90, so it was it was hardly a poor performance.
95.
Yeah, and that weekend went on to reach the final of event number 4 on the Sunday, so in terms of results, you might think at some point it might have been negative, but it's still a lot of positives to take from the weekend.
For sure.
But again, the more we expect from a JDC number 1 over 20 events of the Advanced Tour, and of course his JPL runner-up efforts, we expect the highest of standards, don't we? And we've got to remember that they're only kids.
Yeah, it's a tough school.
Getting tougher. As Nico as well said in week 2, he says there shouldn't be any player right now that are searching for form. They know when the Advanced Tour starts, They know when the JPL starts, you know, they're well in advance, so they should be ready now.
Yeah, and they've been off school all week.
98.
I remember a conversation with Jaden Walker, who was congratulations to Jaden on winning his first Advanced Tour. We know how good he is. And practice regimes from a lot of the players, and they tend to treat their night out as the practice rather than practice at home.
Yes.
A lot of the, like say, have exams coming up and have a lot of interest outside the darts, but they tend to use their evenings as the practice.
Look at this.
93. Lewis, you require 120.
Creative play from Turgle. Oh, hello. Ball.
88. Turgle, you require
Phil, like that to go.
To get a leg on the board, but
Not the switch you like.
Game shot.
He
on
doesn't
the far
mind
leg
it.
to
Happy
Turgle.
accident.
Yeah, not
Fourth
half.
leg is Turgle to throw first.
And if you're Lewis Cook
Game
3-0
on.
down, you've got to be thinking a missed start at the ball for leg 3. When's his going to? When is his fortune's going to turn? We'll have to turn soon because Turgle's 2 legs away from the victory.
He just looks comfortable, doesn't he, Turgle? I think if you're a mature player, even when you're young, if you're aware, right, I'm not playing at my best, but you have a plan B, you have a default game which is around 80 odd. I think that holds you in good stead going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking to Darren Barson earlier on in the main event, in the main area, and he picked up on the fact how relaxed all the players looked tonight coming into week 3.
Yes.
Whether that's just obviously getting used to the environment, but
Well,
that's
it's a new venue as well, isn't it? Because we did used to play in Coventry. And I just think that this feels special. They've got an audience.
fantastic, isn't it? It's only going to get bigger and better.
Yeah.
140.
Turgle with the darts here. Back comes Lewis brilliantly.
And, oh wow, outstanding! It doesn't get better than that. Yeah, and you've got a lot of the parents with the kids who are going to be involved over the weekend that will be looking at this thinking, oh, I want to play in this next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
38. Lewis, you
The
require
fact that it's a live audience now, it's a massive difference, isn't it? Of course, everybody welcome on a Friday night.
Turgle, you require 109.
Come and join us here, Hangar 61 in Bristol.
Yeah, there's someone to wait for at the door. It's only a tiny fee, isn't it, for a membership, and then you can come every week. And of course, use the fabulous facilities here.
32. Turgle, you require 62.
And now officially open, isn't it? Not
Yes.
just for the darts.
It is in a remarkable place.
Another happy accident, perhaps?
Maybe.
Game
Certainly
shot
is.
on the fourth leg to Turgle. Fifth leg
He's
is
not
Lewis
happy
to
with
throw
just one
first.
double. He's got here 2.
Game on.
So he's guaranteed a point. Can he turn this lead into a much-needed win?
And if you're Lewis Cook, you just see him drawn to the treble 20 there. 4-0 down, but still firmly focused. And
Yeah, 4-0 down, you don't need bounce-outs.
no, absolutely not. Congratulations also on our second weekend on the Advanced Tour for his brother, Alfie Cook, who was a fantastic winner on the tour. Brilliant in his semi-final and final. That was on the live stream.
Yes, don't forget, the
60.
Advanced Tour over the weekend will be on the live stream.
60.
11 o'clock in the morning, folks.
Long days for you, pal.
Oh, bring it on. Yeah, events
59.
number 9 and 10 on Saturday and 11 and 12 at the same time on Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody.
100.
Good turn from Lewis. Unneeded.
97.
So for Lewis to get a leg on the board, he did find the treble there brilliantly. So he's down to a double first, down to a combination checkout first, sorry, but eyeing up a better checkout is Turgle if he can hit 2 trebles.
100. Lewis, you require 100.
Just about with the advantage then in leg number 5. To get off the mark. He can't do it at this visit, but Turgle on a handy 104 to wrap things up.
Well, the way he's been finishing, he wouldn't put it past him, that's for sure.
He's got the Midas touch right now as our Mongolian friend from Ulaanbaatar.
Glad you said that.
97. Turgle, you require 104.
Yeah, I went the 16s route. I'm not sure about that with how good he's been in and around the 60.
Lewis, you require 40. Game shot on the fifth
Lewis Cook
leg.
eventually
Lewis
gets off
Cook.
the mark.
Sixth leg is Turgle to throw first.
Yeah, I think
Game
tops
on.
tops merchant is Turgle, but like I say, he's very good on these double 12s as well, so it's not very often you see him on the 16s and 8s for a finish. But when he does it, he's like James Wade, he still takes it out rather
Yeah, it makes you wonder, well, why did you just keep picking that one? In fairness, you should be accomplished on every double. Sometimes you've got no choice but to leave a
96.
a double that you may not like.
Lewis would be pleased he's off the marker. Turgle 265 after 6 darts is certainly putting that last leg to bed, isn't he?
Yeah, this is quality stuff. And rightly starting on the 19s, if you're wondering why, 5 of them leave you 170. 7 of them leave you 132.
A very poker-faced Turgle. You never know whether he's 4-1 up or 4-1 down, dear. He just goes about his darts and goes about his visits in the same manner. 70 after 12.
Yeah, he's a very mature young player, isn't he?
Yeah, 15 now is Turgle.
15.
Just gone, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if darts don't work out, you could try rugby.
50.
Yeah, I think he'd be in the scrum with Mitchell Lawrie, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Well, Mitchell in the last year has grown so much.
Hasn't he?
I don't know where I think he sleeps in a greenhouse.
Turgle, you require 20.
Christy Ennis is no sloucher, we'll see as well.
10. Lewis, you require 1.
So match starts missed and Lewis Cook to double his scoreline tally.
44.
Well, that wasn't it a happy accident, was it? So
10.
revisiting double 5 is Turgle. This could get tricky with his opponent on 60. Double 2 to wrap things up.
8.
He's on the madhouse if he returns. But Lewis to reduce the arrears once again. And he'll have the darts in leg 7. Important dart. And he's missed it. How many opportunities is he going to give Turgle? Madhouse to wrap up a crazy leg. But it's a winning leg for Turgle. And he's victorious and gets his first win on the JPL Tour this year. A fine 5-1 victory, impressive from him over Lewis Cook, who we'll see on better terms, no doubt, very soon. But it's Turgle who gets his win, 5-1, and it's Rebecca Allen, our JPL our girls champion, who takes on Yasmin Rook Havad. That's coming up after this short break.
2 shoes, same throw, completely different results. Why darts with everyday shoes when there are special shoes for your sport? With the wrong shoe, you fight against your own stance. The everyday shoe gives way. The triple 20 remains stable. No tipping, no readjustment. Full focus. With triple 20, there is no need for your head to compensate for your stance. You stand securely and can concentrate fully on your throw. Your stance becomes routine, and your throw becomes consistent. The triple 20 darts shoe is the first shoe developed for precision when standing. Flat sole, no tipping, full control, no matter how you stand when throwing the dart. The specially developed leading edges allow you to align every single throw with millimeter precision. More consistency, more control, more triple 20. Discover now, triple 20, your foundation for precision.
Well, one of them had to get back. Oh, we could have had a draw, I suppose, but Turgle, first win, doing well there. That was a good game. All right, so the tables are going to be all over the shop now. We've had some great matches, so the table's going to look very different after night 3. Right, girls. Let's get on to the girls' game. You'll see them behind me. Rebecca Allen and Yasmin Rook Havad. So Wales and Ireland, and we had a little chat with them just before we started.
I'm joined now by Yas Rook Havad ahead of her game. Yas from Abergavenny, not too far for you to travel to Bristol.
No, pretty good. Straight drive up here. Good to play some good darts.
And over in Gibraltar in November, you reached the semi-finals, the first ever JDC Girls World Championship. That has to give you confidence coming here to the JPL.
Yeah, it's given me confidence coming into this new darting season.
And what's the aim? How high can you finish in the table, do you think, this year?
I'm not sure, we'll just have to see.
Well, good luck tonight. Sat here with Becca Allen, the reigning and defending girls JPL champion. It's a long season. You must be feeling confident with the win last season.
Yeah, definitely.
And tell me a little bit about you. So you live in Ireland, you fly over to Bristol for these events. That's some travelling, that's some effort, isn't it?
It is. It's bus or drive to the airport, then plane here, then a long Uber to the hotel. Then you go from the hotel to here, so it's a lot.
But it's worth it, right? You get to play here with the best girls players in the world. That's got to develop your game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favourite tournaments to play in anyways.
And can you win it this season?
Hopefully.
We'll see. Becca, good luck tonight. Thank you.
And the action continues here at Hangar 61 in Bristol as we welcome our next two players. Firstly, a semi-finalist from last year's inaugural JDC Girls World Championship, Rook Havad, and the reigning and defending Girls JPL champion, Becca Allen.
Back to girls action, everybody, and our second match of 3 in the girls department. And what a cracking match we've got upcoming. Becca Allen, our girls champion, taking on Rook Havad, who of course is our Welsh number 1 and a semi-finalist last year in the JPL. Chris, how do you see this one going?
Yeah, week 1, Rebecca Allen went down 4-2 to table-topping Macy Gibbons.
Game on.
Then week 2, 4-1. But she did play well last weekend, didn't she? And I think that might give her a bit of encouragement.
Yeah, I was with the opening weekend. She was absent for that one with being in that All Ireland tournament. So she had 2 games to catch up on, and it was the second game that she was better at against Macy, which she, following Laura Wheeler's 4-1 victory over her, she responded in a positive manner, and there was positives to take from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yasmin had a draw with Lola Wheeler, which on reflection looks pretty good now. Averaged a very tidy 64.03.
Yeah, 3-0 up as she was in that match, but Lola did it tremendously well to come back, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yasmin was very solid in the 3 legs that she did take there. So it was a game of 2 halves, shall we say. Yas, who had a night off in week 2, because she played 2 games in the first week. It was when she beat Lucy Shepard, who we saw drawing our first match.
Yeah, and Yasmin averaged just shy of 60 there, so this could be competitive, but you would think Rebecca would be pretty confident right now.
Yeah, she's got a lot of proof, I think, to herself, and after last weekend. We know that she's got the ability, and we know she's got the class.
62.
And I think it's just a bit of confidence right now, and we'll soon see Becca Allen at our very best, if not tonight, perhaps.
45.
Yeah, she was brilliant last year, wasn't she?
Yeah, when you think of the level that Paige Paulin was at.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like the boys' final, she was very much second favourite, wasn't she?
81.
Yeah, and she just timed that kick, didn't she, to one when it mattered.
Yeah. Oh,
177.
Brilliant visit from Becca. The Irish flags will be waving back home.
60. Rebecca, you require 36.
Kind of guessed at that one, didn't she? Floated at it.
Game shot.
Makes no mistake with the double two though.
Second leg is Yaz to throw first.
7-visit winning leg from Becca.
Yeah, a lot to like in that leg.
Yeah, really with a bit between her teeth, no doubt, this week. She made the final
66.
of event number 3 in the girls' series. Lost out to Macy Gibbons, who, again, averaged a tremendous 80, I think, in that final.
60.
She averaged 80 against her, I think, in the 4-2 victory over Becca Allen of her second match. So it's all about Macy Gibbons right now, and Becca Allen will certainly want to respond to that.
Yes.
But it's good that there's competitiveness, isn't there?
Well, that's what all the girls need, and you know, it'll bring each other on.
Yeah, when
because they're all, for me, they're all pretty similar at their very best.
Yeah, the likes of Yasmin Rook, Havad and Lexi Jane Rooksby last year, you know, they were kind of playing the next tier down to your Becca Allens and your Paige Paulins.
Well, they were playing a little bit of catch up, and you know, that's what inspires you to raise your game.
Yeah, Ruby Greys and that there were solid darts that were being thrown from the second tier players, but you do need someone to push you, don't you?
Yeah, and this year we've got Macy Gibbons, haven't we, who's trailblazing.
Just phenomenal, and we've got her coming up with our final girls match and the final match of the night. She takes on Lucy Shepard.
40.
At the moment, Macy's running a 75 average in the tournament.
Yeah, and it looks as if she's got geese to go through as well.
Yes, you require 148.
Sorry, Macy, if we curse you for tonight.
But in terms of Becca, like I say, 2 matches playing catch up on week 2, and didn't go her way. But
Rebecca, you require 78.
we know Becca's got so much self-belief and so much confidence in her arm, so as proved with that 78 checkout.
Third leg is Rebecca to throw first. Game on.
Treble 20, double 9, pop.
Yep.
140.
Well, it's amazing what a little bit of confidence can do.
Yeah, we talk about Macy Gibbons making an 80 average look easy. Becca Allen making an 83.5 there look farther like she could do this all day and all night.
28.
Yeah, it's not too shabby herself. 65, that's kind of her running average, you said, wasn't it? Or her average during...
Yep.
Of course, both players having a week off at some point and then playing 2 games, so settling back into one night darts, shall we say? One match darts
37.
per night. If I've got 2 matches, I know for my Tuesday night up in the NAC Premier League, I always play better in my second match rather than my first.
Yeah, you just sort of have one match sort of lets you know where you are and
80.
where you need to improve, and more often than not, you will.
Down to a finish after 12 darts is Becca. Yaz needing to find a couple of two treble visits to keep Becca honest in this leg.
Rebecca, you require 156.
Just being outmanoeuvred, isn't she, at the moment?
40.
Yeah, a couple of troubleless visits from Becca, but no damage done yet with her opponent not making inroads.
59. Rebecca, you require 116.
Will we see a repeat of a Becca Allen Macy Gibbons final tomorrow on event number 4?
Rebecca, you require 56. Yaz, you require 154.
So the skyline's getting reduced, but it's going to take a big outshot here, unable to do so, as Becca Allen to guarantee her first point of the JPL. Who would have thought that after 2 weeks,
70.
or 2 rounds of fixtures for her?
Rebecca, you require 20.
2 5s. How's our adjustment?
15.
Not very good. And from Yasmin being back on 300 when she was down on the 156, suddenly has a chance to get off the mark here.
Got to be 25 and ball.
A reprieve for Becca Allen.
Yeah, it's just getting the double one, the single one for double 2.
Rebecca, you require 5.
Double 2 was fruitful for her in the opening leg, but not so sure this time round. To get us back on throw, everybody. Who would have thought that? Double top for 2-1. Gets it with a first dart, as we say. Didn't know in Bryceland.
Picked her pocket there.
Absolutely. And Yaz will certainly take that. And Becca Allen, how will she respond? No doubt with a 2 treble visit with her opening dart. But she has, who's first in leg number 4. She attempts to level things up.
21.
Expect the unexpected in the JPL. No match or no legs won on paper, is it, Chris?
No. It's one on Seisel.
Trebles for Sean, doubles for Door.
Certainly is, as the phrase the great Bobby George coined.
100.
It's kind of stuck, hasn't it, over these years, isn't it?
Just a bit.
We do keep it alive when needed.
41.
As we mentioned, Yaz, the number 1 girl from Wales, 5th on the Order of Merit, currently in the girls' series.
81.
Kirsten Kasley down in 16th, our other JPL starlet. I was impressed with her in patches, wasn't it, Kirsten? But again, it's a debut in the water for a first year for her. It's getting that consistency up.
Yeah, you just got to find your feet. It takes
100.
It takes a while in a new environment.
Like you say, that 3-0 from 3-all for Lola Wheel, and then she's made her in the next 2 games, hasn't she? So
39.
Can just take 1 leg or 1 match, can't it, to just turn things around or just to make you feel that extra bit comfortable. As Becca Allen looks to break straight back and get that point that she thought she was getting in the last leg. Brilliant 2 treble visit. So the average is still swimming along nicely at 72. I know we don't necessarily swear by our averages. There's quite a differential sometimes, isn't there, Chris?
Yeah, in these shorter races, listen, you could just be off the boil on their throw, but play well on your own and there'll be that disparity.
34. Yaz, you require 120.
So leaves tops, but Yaz with an opportunity.
Need at least an 18 there.
Doesn't find a treble, so
Rebecca, you require 40.
40's under little pressure. However, she's putting pressure on herself here. Double 16 for 3-1.
8. Yaz, you require 94.
And a sarcastic raise of the eyebrows there from Becca.
Yeah, misses a 54. Oh, double 15. Great recovery. Oh,
79. Rebecca, you require
A brilliant switch, but unable to find the double 15. Back comes Becca. Getting bogged down with a double. She'll want to take this out.
24.
Still more misstarts from Becca.
Well, she just knows how important that this leg is, because it guarantees at least a point.
We talk about Lex as he struggled towards the finish line of his match, and Becca's still pointless.
3.
A wasted dart there from Yaz. A more manageable double 4 here, perhaps. 2-2s. Gets it for a second time in this match. Becca Allen does secure her first point of the JPL. Our defending champion is off the mark and she's 3-1 up. And she has the darts for maximum points. And you've got to fancy it from here, haven't you, Chris?
121.
Yeah, with the throw and then starts with the 2 treble turn. Yasmin instantly being put under it.
29.
And I think she had 2 darts there at double 6, didn't you?
Yeah, for 2-2. Different game.
I lost count how many Becca missed, but I'm sure she
Yeah.
won't want reminding about it. The all-important double was hit, but they say she's had all these darts missed at a double. She's still averaging in the high 60s, so
it's impressive.
there's nothing wrong with her scoring, is there?
No, like I say,
she's given herself opportunity to be able to miss the odd dart.
Yeah, because she's just superior in the scoring element.
And that Abergavenny faithful will be hiding behind the sofa right now. 140. Can't.
40.
Yeah, time on his side.
Yeah,
He'd love to just take a ton off here, and which, as long as she stays straight, which she does, is exactly what she does to leave tops.
There's no chance of busting that one, was there? Like what we've seen in a couple of occasions earlier on. Made sure of the ton very nicely.
40.
And still time on the side if required, but Becca will look to get the job done.
Double 5.
Do you bust this one, Chris?
I'd be tempted, or split it on the 2.
She's a double 2 merchant. For 3 double 2s, perhaps. As you say, you've got to be confident on every double, haven't you?
Yeah.
And this is, again, like I say, this is not Becca Allen. She doesn't necessarily miss doubles like this very often, but it's all on the night, isn't it? Double 2, nice marker. Doesn't look like a blocker, but followed the second dart, didn't she? But again, time on her side.
I mean, we felt that she was going to play well tonight because we know how well she played, and she'll take huge confidence from it.
She's played very well, hasn't she? The missed doubles, but barring that, she scored very well. Her game's in good order.
Listen, the average is only down where it is because of ultimately missing doubles towards the back end. Oh, this shot's on. Oh, that would have been something rather special.
Yeah, from out the clouds, wouldn't it?
110. Rebecca, you require 4.
I feel like this one must go double 1. We had a madhouse to finish our last match, and a madhouse to finish this one too. They'll be dancing on the streets of Carlow because Becca Allen is off the mark with maximum points, 2 points that is. And next up we have Mitchell Lawrie against Christian Ennis. Whew, stay with us, folks.
Well, congratulations, Rebecca. Good win there on the double one at the end. Right, so 2 matches to go. Just a small matter of a world champion coming up, Mr. Weesox, against Christian Ennis. So remember, Christian, debut advanced tour, first player from Northern Ireland. He's pretty good. So we had a bit of a chat with him just before they started.
Sat here with the reigning JDC boys world champion Mitchell Lawrie. Mitchell, let's just talk about that. So what's life been like since then? Has it changed since you won that title?
Yeah, you know, it's changed a lot, to be fair. It's been hectic. Can't really go out anywhere now without getting noticed, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, you just have to adapt to the new life that comes with when you start winning major trophies. That's what's going to happen.
You've been on the pitch at football matches. How was that, by the way? That must have been great.
Yeah, obviously, being on the pitch was unreal. That's a club I've loved since I was out of the womb, really. They mean everything to me. So, yeah, to get an invite and go down on the pitch and do an interview in Edmonton House before the game, it was unbelievable.
Incredible things that darts does. But now we're here in Bristol at Hangar 61 at the JPL. Can you add this title to all the others that you've got?
Yeah, absolutely. I know I can, but it's whether or not I do it in the day. As I've said in many interviews before, I've got 100% belief in myself. I think if I play my game, I'm unstoppable, but it just depends if I do play my game.
Absolutely. Good luck tonight, Mitchell. Thank you. Here at the JPL with Christian Ennis. Christian, debut season. How excited are you to be here and playing among some of the very best players in the world?
Yeah, I'm loving it at the minute, so doing well on the table as well. I think I'm sitting joint third, so still going.
It's going well so far. And for these events, you live over in Belfast, so you fly across for these events. I mean, that's some effort. It's a lot of travelling, isn't it?
Yeah. I left here about 1 o'clock a day. I literally had to get changed in the car to get to the venue, so it takes a long time to get here, but it's all worth it.
And you see the likes of Mark Allen in the snooker, who's Antrim. You see Josh Rock in the darts, of course, as well. Sport in Northern Ireland seems to be on a bit of a high at the moment, and that's got to give you confidence and inspire you to go forward in your career.
Yeah. It was like the World Cup last year is like just give loads of us from Northern Ireland. It's like what can happen from here because we're such a small country, but hopefully it goes well.
First JPL, can you win it?
Hopefully I can.
Good luck today. Cheers, Christian.
It's time now to welcome our next two players. Firstly, a player in his debut season on the JPL, Christian Ennis, and his opponent, the reigning JDC champion of the world, Mitchell Lawrie.
Match 7 of 8, folks, and our final boys match. And we said this was the main course, and the main course with full trimmings, Chris.
Yes, we've both been looking forward to this one. Always looking forward to watching Mitchell Lawrie play. He's got a bit of Bristow about him for me, and there's no higher compliment I can give a young player.
Yeah, he's just great to be around. Just gives you so much energy, and it rubs off on everyone else around him.
Special talent. Say that a lot nowadays, don't we?
And I say, but he does that and gives that much energy off. He doesn't even talk about darts.
No, he's a huge football fan.
Yeah, we'll see by that interview what it meant to him to get that opportunity, but it's an opportunity that he's earned, isn't it?
Yes.
And the club have embraced that.
Yeah, and it's lovely of the club as well.
140!
But he's going to have a game on his hands here. I was fortunate enough to be at the venue early, and I watched the certainly the final of the qualifiers. He was very impressive throughout the day.
A couple of 90 averages, wasn't it?
Yep.
And I think the right players came through because he's also propelled himself then onto a great start, hasn't he? He's took it in his stride, but he's unbeaten. He's got a win and a draw so far. And that win on opening night against Jackie Boy, I mean, that's it looking even better now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
certainly is.
Mitchell, you require 108.
Oh, for a 15 dart hold a throw on 108 with his opponent on a non-checkout, but
88.
that would have been a very nice start. Great switch to the 16s.
Yeah, he averaged 78.32 in that 5-3 win against
Mitchell, you require
Jack Johnson
20.
on week 1.
17 dart hold a throw. Great adjustment.
Lawrie, second leg is Christian at pro first.
Week 2, played a little bit better, averaged 80.30 in a 4-4 win against Turgle, which looks even more impressive now.
Yeah, Turgle 5-1 tonight. Really did take his opportunities well, didn't he?
96.
Whether it be double or...
Yeah, even if he made a slip up, he recovered very well every time.
99.
Yeah, so the JPL proving once again to be a fascinating tournament, game after game.
96.
A 5th boys match of the night.
This is how good Mitchell is, though. He's averaging over 90, and he's picking off the odd trip. Not happy with that. Wants at least 2 trebles a turn. But he has worked on his mentality a lot, hasn't he? Because he
59.
From when we were down at Coventry, it was clearly evident that it
was counterproductive. It was holding him back, and he's obviously taken that on board. And
yeah, we knew there was work going on behind the scenes, but it's happened, and it's great to see, isn't it? Because we know Mitchell's a cracking lad.
Well, look what he's gone on to do. I mean, it speaks volumes.
140.
Plenty more in the tank, sir.
Yeah, he's a long way off the finished article. Scary.
When you think 6 senior WDF titles already, so it's in the space of around 9 months.
Yeah, 15 years of age.
That was following the JPL.
Tops.
Yeah, well, 108 didn't go, but this time his opponent's on a manageable 76, so an important one. Takes it out beautifully. Doubles his advantage. And swimming along nicely at 93.94, Mitchell Lawrie. Christian Ennis, who has a win over Mitchell Lawrie under his belt. Remember, they only played to beat him on the opening weekend of fixtures. That was in the advanced tour.
Well, he's moving through the gears now, isn't he? Kicks off with a max 17 dart hold, followed by a 15 dart breaker throw. Christian trying to go with him.
Yeah, follows the 180 with a nice 140, doesn't he?
44.
Shows you Christian's very comfortable within his own game as well, doesn't he? I know, Christian, when you talk about events that are put on around the same time, and I know there was a gold youth event over in Ireland that was on the same weekend, and he was gutted that it's clashed because he fancied himself in the juniors and the seniors. As Mitchell gets 2 180s in leg 3.
140.
2 140s from Ennis.
Great leg from both. Treble 18. $42.36.
61.
Interesting.
Christian, you require 124.
Boom.
What an important dart.
99.
Great attempt, wasn't it, Chris?
Mitchell, you require 36.
Right on the money.
And them are the shots that have to go, unfortunately, when you play Mitchell Lawrie.
Yeah, on the green, just didn't go in the hole, but that's a 13 darter. He's effectively, well, he is averaging 15 darts, because a 15 darter is 100.20.
And wee socks.
Nothing wee about him.
Absolutely not. He said 2 draws and struggling with his game, he said, towards the second weekend. We knew he was going to come out the blocks, didn't we, quick?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the kind of player, if he's struggling, he won't just sort of put them down. It'll be a case of, right, I'm going to play through this and find a way. And he's finding a way here in double quick time.
134.
And Christian Ennis has done very little wrong, has he?
Well, he's averaging 91.63.
59.
So this is a marker for the rest of the weekend and for the JPL table.
Well, this is it. If he comes away from this with a win and averages mid-90s, it's basically saying to everybody else, oh, by the way, the form's back.
100.
Yeah, we look at the likes of Lex Payhauser, who we say has been putting in the hard yardage clearly over the last few weeks. Mitchell's work right will be relentless regardless of whether he's won 4 events or whether he's
140.
won 1. So first to a finish for the first time is Christian Ennis.
95.
Not too much pressure on this.
To get off the mark. Bullseye for a second leg in a row. This time he secures the bullseye. And he's off the mark, and a well-deserved leg, you feel, for Christian Ennis.
Yes, listen, if he wouldn't have got anything out of this game, it
58.
would have been a little flattering for Mitchell.
I think
However, that may be the little wake-up call he needed.
Yeah, I think Mitchell had fancied the 98 all the same, but brilliant take from Ennis. Sublime 180 for Mitchell Lawrie.
Yet another.
I think Christian Ennis, if he's going to come away with something, he's going to have to be averaging the 105, 110 mark, isn't he, from here?
99.
Backs up that 180 with a treble there. That's very good from Mitchell Lawrie. And down to a finish after 9 darts.
100. Mitchell, you require 164.
Stays there.
Yeah, see, that's showing signs of maturity. He'd have loved to have produced a showstopper 164.
Yeah, with a live audience, playing so well as he is, that would have been tempting, but he's on 24 after 12. And this is business-like, isn't it, from Wee Sox?
Yeah, this is impressive.
No score.
Yeah,
Christian,
blame him looking flabbergasted.
124.
He's going to get another pop.
56.
How he knows what I feel like. My 60 averages just produce a lot of them wires.
Yeah, the ones with the numbers on.
Game shot on the fifth
16 darter. What's wrong with you, Mitchell? 16 darts? Come on.
Game on.
Disgusted.
Disgusted. Well, he's guaranteed a point, and that's his 3rd point secured, but surely from here it's his first
85.
maximum points. $140.
Straight back in to a 2 treble turn.
His grouping when that first dart goes in is relentless, isn't it?
140.
Yeah, he's not far behind him.
Yeah, still averaging over 90 is Christian. We said the rifle play came through qualifying. I think he's again emphasised that fact.
Yeah, he's proven his worth and some.
He's doing so in the advanced tour as well. He's 8th on the order of merit in terms of that after eight tournaments. When Mitchell Lawrie record breaking as it was, as he looks for another 180.
140.
Christian Ennis still with the advantage of throwing leg 6 to keep the game alive. We want the game to stay alive.
Yes.
It's thrilling darts here.
I don't mind seeing this go 4-4.
Yeah, it's brilliant darts this from both players. Finds the treble. How much pressure will it be under?
59. Christian, you
Again,
require
not enough.
96.
Still has to get the job done here on the 96. Could go double-double. Oh, that's a great dart. 88.
88.
So Shanghai to wrap things up. What's been an impressive display from Renfrew's finest. Does his usual routine of stepping back.
Yeah, it just shows a bit of composure.
A great attempt at it.
Yeah, he had to have a second look. So did we.
Christian Ennis unlucky on his 96. Back for double 4 to reduce the arrears.
Edging closer. Ooh.
Tight darts again. It was a 88 average that Christian Ennis beat Mitchell Lawrie during week tournament tournament won, but certainly not going to be able to produce that to get a victory here, is he? Double five is landed. Wee Sox is off the mark.
Lawrie!
2 wins, 2 draws, and a win for Mitchell Lawrie. And that is a marker down. Christine Ennis played well in defeat. That concludes our boys' action, everybody. Stay with us for our last match of the evening. It's Lucy Shepard taking on Macy Gibbons, coming right up.
Two shoes, same throw, completely different results. Why dogs with everyday shoes? When there are special shoes for your sport, with the wrong shoe, you fight against your own stance. The everyday shoe gives way. The Triple 20 remains stable. No tipping, no readjustment. Full focus. With Triple 20, there is no need for your head to compensate for your stance. You stand securely and can concentrate fully on your throw. Your stance becomes routine, and your throw becomes consistent. The Triple 20 darts shoe is the first shoe developed for precision when standing. Flat sole, no tipping, full control, no matter how you stand when throwing the dart. The specially developed leading edges allow you to align every single throw with millimeter precision. More consistency, more control, more Triple 20. Discover now, Triple 20, your foundation for precision.
There we go then, world-class performance by world champion. A nice 4-1 win for Mitchell, and lucky there for Christian. So, it's the last game of the night. We're going to have 2 girls finish us off now, and some decent talent coming up right now. Lucy Shepard against Macy Gibbons. We had a quick chat with the girls before we started tonight.
Got Lucy Shepard here ahead of her fixture in the JPL this evening. Lucy, before we talk darts, we've got to talk football. You're from Coventry, you're a Coventry City fan. Can they clinch Premier League?
I think that they can. They're doing very well this season. It will be nice to see my team go to the Premier League.
So talking Premier League, then we've got to talk Premier League darts. This is your first season in the JPL. It's going very, very well at the moment. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, of course I am enjoying it. I mean, I hope to play well tonight. I've got a tough opponent, Macy, but you know, play how I know I can. I'm sure I'll smash it.
That's nice confidence. That's great. And for the whole season, where do you see yourself finishing up at the end of the season?
I'm hoping to finish top. I mean, I know I can play well, but you know, it's however the darts fly on the day. So.
Brilliant. Best of luck this evening. Thank you. I've got Macy Gibbons here with me ahead of her fixture in the JPL this evening. Macy, finalist in Gibraltar in the first ever JDC Girls World Championship. How's that affected you? Has that given you confidence as you come to progress your career?
Yeah, a lot of confidence because playing better recently, and yeah.
And you told me before, you play football as well as darts. Obviously, women's football and girls' football has exploded recently, isn't it? As has girls' darts. Does there come a point where you have to pick one or the other?
Yeah, but I picked darts, but I'm still playing football when I don't have darts.
So darts is the main priority. Given that in mind, then, can you win the JPL this year?
Hopefully.
We'll see how it goes. Macy, good luck tonight. Thank you. We come now to the final match of the evening here from Hangers 61 in Bristol. We begin with a player in her debut season on the JPL, Lucy Shepard against one of the last season's JDC Girls World Championship finalists, Macy Gibbons.
The conclusion of our JPL Week 3 is right in front of us, and it's tabletop and Maisie Gibbons. Is the runaway steam train going to continue against the banging form and third place coming into tonight, Lucy Shepard? This is an intriguing contest, Chris.
Yes, it's a tough one to call because week 1 it was Lucy who played twice, wasn't it?
That's right. Lucy was the opening match of the night, and then she followed it up with a win over Yaz later on in the evening. And Macy was absent in week 1, as was Becca Allen. The two market principals, as they say, coming into the JPL. But boy, did she make up for it in round 2 of fixtures. A 4-1 win over Kirsten Kasley.
121.
And then the 4-2 victory over Becca Allen.
Yeah. Someone's O has got to go.
100.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Lucy was a lot more relaxed in her second game and towards the back end of her first game as well, to be fair. So
58.
We know that Lucy can go with her in terms of ability, so it's going to be on the night, isn't it, this one?
Yes, and exactly that. It's who gets it right on the night.
But when you're winning as much as Macy is at the minute, you just seem to find a bit of timing.
Yeah, you just have that genuine confidence. It's, you know, it's not, you're not hoping or
100.
It's there for you to feel and understand.
Yeah, especially when, a bit like Mitchell Lawrie when he was 3-1 down against Owen Bryceland in week 1, he played within himself that confidence, that inner belief. And Macy Gibbons in week 2 was exactly that. She was 2-1 down against Becca Allen and then put on the afterburners and won 4-2. But it was just so controlled and within herself. This is a competitive opening leg.
55.
As Macy's eyeballing an instant break. She's wrestled the advantage of throw against her opponent.
97.
Tidy treble 19 cover shot, so the big fish is an important one. It doesn't get reeled in, Chris, on this occasion, so
58.
after that treble 19 leaves a manageable 46.
Nice fundamentals.
Game shot on the first leg.
From Macy, looks very comfortable. Nice direct throw. Gets to the end of her throw correctly. Nice solid platform. Fit girl, as we could tell from that interview. Had a choice really to go into football or take darts more seriously.
77.
Yeah, one of these people at school that's
annoying.
Yeah. Picks a table tennis bat up and suddenly one of the best in the county.
Yeah.
Yeah, Macy, when I was talking to her, she reached the final last year on the girls' series when Paige Palmer was over in America.
58.
And she hadn't been long in the game then. And
No.
So it's frightening how good she can be. I set up and just I control the way she's thrown. It's just everything looks. She
gets it.
She's happy with everything, isn't she? There's no stray darts that go wandering around or anything. It's just.
No, there's nothing wild about her action.
Very consistent.
86. $63.
Brilliant first start, but only.
And these kind of averages, this is sort of where she sits very comfortably into the 70s. And you're seeing why.
99.
100 left after 5 turns.
Yeah, if the girls, whether it be on the JPL or whether it be in the girls' series,
Macy, you require 100.
she really is sort of above everyone at the minute in terms of averages.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we know she's had success before, but
90.
I just think there's a different element to her game this season, isn't there?
Yeah, Macy beat Becca Allen in the girls' final up in Scotland, but then Becca actually went on to win the women's event.
Game shot and
But
the second
she's winning
leg,
pretty much
Macy
everything
Gibbons.
inside at the minute,
Third
is
leg
Macy,
Lucy
so
to throw first.
You see him why.
yeah, making a 73 average look rather ordinary, isn't she? And Lucy's finding a treble on regular occasions, but it's the other darts that are not backing it up, are they?
99.
A few stray darts and an unfortunate bounce out. Not what you need against the Macy Gibbons
41.
scoring power.
No, she will find you out quite quickly.
And again in the red bit.
140.
And the match has been going a couple of minutes and she's almost guaranteed another point.
She's rattling through this one, though. That's a good turn from Lucy. It must feel like for Lucy that Macy's playing with a fourth dart.
97.
Consistently finding at least a treble a turn, isn't she?
Yeah, again, look at the average, it's up at 80 and it's cruising along nicely. Can't finish the course, but looking to set things up. But this is an opportunity if she can find a two-treble visit as she goes into the one and the commentator's curse comes out right to the death here in
41.
Bristol for Carl.
Macy, you require 107.
And I like that adjustment for the on the 107. It's for the 48. But
yeah, if tops is your preference, it's ultimately if you just miss the treble and it's a good marker, you can stay there.
41.
To leave
Macy,
24.
you require 62. Game
Very
shot and the third leg.
just
Macy
precise,
Gibbons.
isn't it? And crisp the way that treble 10 landed. And even though the first start missed at the double, the second attempt was bang in there, wasn't it? And Macy Gibbons now throwing for maximum points.
23.
Looking to match Archie Self and be the only player in the girls to win all three matches, as Archie's done in the boys.
Yes.
Leading the way. There to be shot at, but also there for a reason.
42.
Correct. And that will give them massive confidence.
81.
What I like about the players at the top of the table, whether it be the boys or the girls, there's no complacency there. There's no, oh, well, I'm top, I've got a couple of legs, a couple of points in hand.
58.
Everyone's on it, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I think they take a lot of pride in being where they are. And it gives them bragging rights. You can imagine that there's
81.
WhatsApp groups with all sorts of stuff going on with you can't catch me and
Yeah, I think with the girls series and the boys, there's a lot of banter goes on,
Yeah.
and it's all friendly banter, isn't it?
$44.
Yeah, I think the WhatsApp groups with Mitchell Lawrie and won't get much of a rest. He's a proper tinker.
yeah, he is. He's a great lad. He's got some banter. I'll give him that.
He's trying to coerce Corey Wiltshire down there prior to the event starting tonight, so that was quite an eventful conversation I overheard. Corey, of course, one of the Bristolians on the advanced tour, 8 mile down the road. He'll be in action over the course of the weekend. Fine talent on the JDC advanced tour. Chris is going to go and join Darren Barson following this match for a quick
Yes, a quick
interview.
recap.
Quick recap.
Macy, you require 150.
Could be now.
Could be now. 3 pulls. Oh, Macy.
That was probably the worst dart she's thrown. 70 remaining. Oh, just misses the treble 10.
Lucy, you require 142. $38. Macy, you require 52.
So to wrap things up,
20. Lucy,
and a
you
chance for
require
Lucy Shepard to get off the mark and to keep our evening alive on this Good Friday.
Well, because she can still do it.
It's been a very good Friday here in Bristol.
10. Macy, you require 32.
To wrap things up, 2-8. Great adjustment last time. And a great adjustment once again.
On the match, Macy Gibbons.
A whitewash for Macy Gibbons. Has defeated Lucy Shepard by 4-0. And that concludes the evening action. And what an evening it has been. That will be recapped shortly by Chris Mason and Darren Barson. We've had wins for Jackie Boy. We've had wins for Archie Self. We've had wins for Owen Bryceland and Mitchell Lawrie, as well as Turgle. And in the girls, Becca Allen is off the mark and Macy Gibbons continues her win streak. And as well, Lola Wheeler up there in second. So, what an evening it's been. And what a weekend we've still got in store. Stay with us, folks, for 11 o'clock in the morning for the JDC Advanced Tour with myself, Carl Redden. I'll be taking you through events number 9 and 10 and 11 and 12, 11 o'clock on Sunday. But for now, let's have a recap of the evening with Chris Mason and Darren Barson. Thank you very, very much, everybody, and good night from me.
So I'm joined to wrap the evening up by commentator Chris Mason. Chris, you've been in the comms box all night. What a great night of action we've had.
Yeah, it's great fun, isn't it? And when you're here in person, you get a feel for the place and you see the reactions from the players and, of course, now with the bonus of having fans in and, friends, family and fans.
And some really good performances as well. Mitchell Lawrie, I think, in particular, at 3-0 up, he had an average of 100.2.
Yeah.
Just bearing in mind, this is junior darts. That's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, I've compared him to Bristow. There's no more of a compliment I can give them. He's just got something special about him. You know, you've seen it with Luke at that age and before. If he stays on the right track and wants this is what he wants, I think he can go on and do absolutely anything. He is special.
And the updated tables, well, there's no change in the girls. Macy Gibbons remains perfect at the top. Lola Wheeler hot on her heels, though. In the boys, JPL, Archie Self, perfect
brilliant
record again.
3
wins.
from 3.
Superb.
Another win tonight. I'm very comfortable.
Second, third and fourth, though.
Yeah.
Big changes. Mitchell Lawrie up to second with that great performance tonight, beating Christian Ennis. Owen Bryceland playing very, very well. He's up to third, and Turgle, a world number 1, is up to fourth. It's hotting up in those tables, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the look of Christian Ennis. I think he's another one. I came to the qualifier to actually for this, which he won, and he looked special then, and he had some lovely averages throughout the day. But they all deserve their place here, and we're seeing why.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot for watching this evening. We will be back again here at Hangar 61 next month for week 4 of the JPL. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Enjoy your Easter weekend. Take care.